pass them to me because now it's not letting me hold the
All right, here we go. All right, here we are. Playing some more Legendfall. We're going to be attempting to break the game today. We're going to be running through an encounter that I have cooked up randomly, and people are going to be building some level 5 characters, and we're going to try to make them as overpowered as we can, and if we have time, run this encounter a few times. Today we are joined by Ulysses, Ethan, Daisy Sky, and Nino, who you have met before. We'll keep it pretty casual from here on out. So back to discussing your characters and figuring out what you're doing, my friends.
Are you taking the flanking thing? That's you, Daisy Sky, right?
Yes.
Go for it.
I just dropped off the card at your place.
Sounds good. If you have any that do rangy stuff, that would be awesome. But this is great. That sounds like a...
Yeah, I didn't have anything rangy in my origin pack.
What are you gonna be, Nino?
I picked up the Warden pack because I was so confident for some reason that Warden was something else. But I think what I really want to lean towards is Rogue. It seems like...
I'll just lean into the Vitalist then.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
So you're all going to be frontline and I'm going to be like back somewhere, somehow?
You'll be our only support.
Maybe you could take some of those ranged magic attacks.
Like ranged
some of that
magic
warlock
attack
stuff.
type thing.
Yeah.
Vitalist is more of the supporty type thing, right?
Well, they're kind of like they're a monk healer, so they can be right up in the front.
Healer. So Marshall is the... Okay, so Rogue... Daisy Sky, which are you playing? Are you playing Rogue as well?
I'm leaning into Marshall, like the paladin.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Zack, can you pass me all 4 of my decks as Vitalist? I can't pick them up.
You don't need to take them all at the same time. You can look through and then decide if you're wanting something else.
Okay, but I want to take the whole session just combing through cards.
I mean, that's okay. This is kind of what we're trying to do. So go ahead and look through it, and then if you want another, I'll give you another.
Alright, cool.
So you want a Vitalist?
Yes, I am the Poiple guy.
So yeah, I think
letting me draw any.
Yeah, it wasn't letting me draw them either.
Are there any other Vitalist decks out there?
Which one?
Are there any Vitalist decks out there?
Vitalist, it won't let you draw? Oh, weird.
Has anyone taken any?
What about puzzles? Here we go. You should be good now, maybe?
Oh, what did you do?
I unlocked it.
Oh, it was locked. Alright, well, thank you, Ulysses. Ulysses to the rescue.
Tech support.
Tech support! Alright, there you go, Ethan, but you can probably draw them yourself with this one. I just put one on your mat.
No, I still can't. I can't draw any of the booster packs. It's super irritating that I can't.
Any of them?
I can't touch any of the decks, any of the stacks of the booster packs. I don't know why.
Oh.
But it gives me 1 finger instead of 5 that you need to draw.
Well, they're all locked, I'm seeing. I don't know why, but I'm unlocking them. You should be able to touch them now.
One can hope.
Yeah, they are all locked, every single one.
That's weird.
That is weird.
And we're going to start with 16 health, or sorry, 15 health?
15 health, yes.
Let me double...
I have a card that you might like, actually.
There's no trading at this point. Only trading origin cards. And now
it was an origin card.
Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and let you trade
Let me give you back the Inspire that you gave me before, and then, yeah.
This one, check this out. It seems like it would be good for a ranged player, because if they only have melee attacks, they wouldn't be able to attack you on their next turn.
Yes, that's awesome.
So you have another second wind card?
I gave you the Inspire.
Oh, you gave that back to me? Okay.
The Inspire back, yeah. I can give you something else though. The second wind. You can take the second wind. That's another one that's only close. Here, let me give that to you.
Okay. And then I'm gonna. You can only use second wind once per combat, so having more than one of them is not useful.
Oh.
It'll give it a higher chance of coming up in your deck.
Yeah.
It's a very powerful card, so it might be a good idea, but not necessarily.
Zack, question for you. Taunt says target enemy must attempt to attack you with their next attack, moving if necessary. If I'm out of their range of movement, will they be able to attack me? Like, I guess if they move as far as they can towards me,
And then they wouldn't be able to attack you, correct.
Okay, cool.
They'd take the dash action if that was the case.
Okay, so they wouldn't attack me, but they'd come right up to me.
Correct.
I apologize for having the tech issues, but I am not able look. I'm not able to look inside of this Vitalist pack or draw cards from it. It's really weird.
It looks like it does not have some sort of auto-raise sticky hands. Drag selectable. Okay, let me see if I can... You can't do it now, can you?
No, and it doesn't say that it has cards in it when you put the cursor over it, which is something that it normally does.
I have a feeling... Well, so that's tooltip now, which says Rebel Booster Pack. What about if you right-click and then click Draw? Oh, no, that just draws the entire pack.
Yeah,
well, that's fine with me, but there's not... I'm fine with drawing the whole pack. That's fine. But it just puts.
No, it just does literally the whole pack. I think that one is not configured correctly. It also says Rebel instead of Vitalist, so maybe there's something unimplemented there.
Okay, this is the last Vitalist pack.
Vitalist pack left, though.
I mean, it's going to have the same issues.
That's super weird.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to have the same issues.
Then I'm also going to be a rogue.
Okay, I guess we're not doing Vitalists. Huh. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I hope it's still advantageous with me and Nino both being the same thing. But
yeah, I mean, we'll see. There's got to be games where people know when is a Vitalist.
Really? Because it seems like such a cool class.
How? So, okay, I guess I should just read the player's handbook. Never mind.
So you guys are both doing rogue.
Yeah, I might pick a couple of your abilities out as well. We'll see.
Yeah. Is someone doing the warlock one?
Wait, what the fuck is happening here? This is super irritating. Now I drew all of the rogue booster packs instead of them being booster packs themselves. They're like bundles of them.
What the heck?
So when I hit search, it's more booster packs.
That might be the issue I was talking about earlier, where if you click down on something for too long, it picks up all of them.
Yeah, if you just drag it off quickly.
Click and start dragging. Yeah.
Yeah, I just was able to draw them for you there, Ethan.
Okay, but if I'm not able to draw those. How many cards are there supposed to be in each booster pack?
I believe there's only supposed to be 4.
Okay.
Or 6 or something.
Are skills going to matter for this?
No, don't worry about it.
Okay, great.
Oh, so we're not leveling up our skills?
Oh, somebody gave me a bunch of cards.
I don't think there's a need to.
Okay.
Since we're just testing combat here. What happened, Ulysses?
Somebody gave me a rogue card, a red card.
Did someone give Ulysses this rogue card for some reason?
No.
No.
Weird.
Alright,
Oh,
then
I
you
may
can
have
a rogue card.
I may have done that because I hit deal, because I thought maybe that would put them in front of my thing, because I'm still having trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have one too now. I'll bring it back to you.
So you guys all got one of my rogue cards.
It's a vibe. There you go.
Thank you.
Well,
So minimum
So
card number for 5th level is 21 cards. That includes like your race card and your weapons and stuff, right?
mm-hmm. It also includes corruption. So I'm gonna give you guys actually some corruption cards here. And let's deal one to you. What color is that? Do one to you.
These have to go on our deck.
These have to go in your deck. We'll assume that you guys have died 4 times, let's say. Let's say 5 times, that makes more sense.
So is it encouraged to like try different booster packs in the same character, or should I just choose all Marshall right now? What do you guys think?
No idea.
No clue. I'm grabbing a bit of Warden, I guess.
Sure. The player's handbook suggests that you go one class.
Oh,
Just
okay.
to
I won't do
start.
that then.
But honestly, who knows? Like, we're figuring that out right now. So do whatever seems fun to you.
Yeah, Yuli, I feel like if you're a ranged character, doing a mix of the Warden and then whatever that ranged magical one was would probably be a good move for you.
And then we can test out more cards too.
Yeah, I think that's a fantastic idea.
And then since they're both doing rogue, I think Marshall will be good for me.
Oh, I just realized I have... You dealt me one of your cards, Ethan.
Yeah, I dealt them to everybody.
I didn't realize I could be dealt cards, so...
This pack only has 4 cards in it. I'm gonna get a different pack.
I think that's pretty normal.
One of them had 6. The Sage had 6.
Well,
Yeah, I don't think that every class has the same number of cards.
Oh, okay.
The rogue only has 4 for sure.
No. Okay.
yeah, it should be 5.
What should be 5?
The class packs. Just do the best
All
you
of them?
can. Just
Okay.
do the best you can. I'll talk to Mike about it, and maybe I did something stupid. It's very, very probable. Or it might be something weird with Tabletop Simulator, but we'll get it figured out. But for now, it's not that big of a deal. Let's just get the characters made.
I'm really curious about the class skills. Do they not affect combat?
They can, but I'm just like, that's a layer of complexity I'm not too worried about right now. Like, you can, if you guys want to deal with it, that's fine. Like, for example, medicine, if you take medicine, you can actually, like, do some healing in combat.
Okay.
And there's other things that do other things.
Cool, I'll look at the
So-
handbook.
Yeah, it's on page 6.
Cool.
It's just a layer of complexity that I don't think is super needed right now.
So corruption cards, you still choose when to use them, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, sick.
So if I like gain skill in athletics, for example, could I potentially use that in combat, like similar to
Yeah,
how you can with
you could,
D&D?
but like if you were to do something now, I would just give you like, sure, you have 3 in that. You know what I mean? Like there's no this isn't like a character you're gonna be keeping, so if you choose to do something, I'd just assume that you would have like a relatively normal skill in that for a level 5 character.
Okay.
Oh wow, all of my corruption cards start out in play. This is crazy. I need to rethink my whole character based on my corruption. That's kind of cool.
It says stays in play, doesn't start in play. So once you play it, it stays in play.
No, if you read it, it says if you have 3 or more corruption, you start with this card in play.
Oh, sick. Very cool.
Yeah, and then the other one was 4, and this last one, I don't think is the same. If you have 2 or more, yeah, this one also stays in play.
Yeah, that's the same for mine.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah, the more corruption you gain, the more powerful they become, but the more dangerous it becomes.
How many corruption do we have? 5?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm just gonna keep those out then.
Also, there's other cards that count as corruption for the purposes of corruption counting. For example,
cool.
if anyone's blood touch, that counts as 1. And there's other things, other background cards that count as well.
All of mine are about summon creatures, though, and I don't summon creatures. It seems really weird and specific. Like, should I pick a different class that focuses on summoning creatures, or?
It's just what the corruption gave you for this time.
Mm-hmm.
I decided to do it randomly for expediency's sake, as well as just to see how it goes. But you can take some warden stuff if you like.
Is it normally done randomly, or do you normally put thought into which one people would get?
It's up to the DM. If I was running this as a campaign, I would tailor the corruption you gain to flaws within your character. But since this is kind of just we're just whipping up some characters, it's not gonna do that.
This is gonna be. Go for it.
So when it says like, if I have one that says your speed is 4 plus your corruption, that's just how many how many cards you have of corruption?
Correct.
Okay, I'm a fast little dwarf. Go ahead.
There's a card here called Minion Replication, which says name a summoned creature when this card comes into play. It also says if you have 3 or more corruption, this card starts in play.
Nice.
So do I name a summoned creature?
No, that means that you don't have to draw it. You don't have to put it in your deck, so you can use that thing at the very beginning of the game.
It'll say Swift or Standard, and you have to use an action to do it.
Okay, so I have to use an action to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I also have one called Murder Sight that says at the start of your turn, summon a Seer Raven. And you may control the number of ravens equal to your corruption. If you have 3 more corruption, start with this card in play. So each turn, I'm going to summon a new thing that I will have to take a turn for and move and everything.
I also have a card called Vine Spawn that allows me to.
Hold on, let me look at Murder Site really quick before I start thinking about that one.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a lot of summoned creatures.
Yeah, that seems to be a
ton.
big thing in the game.
Cool.
I guess so.
Yeah, so this is Swift to play initially. That's what I'm seeing. And it's just going to automatically summon a Raven every turn. That has 1 HP.
Okay, so that's going to be... Okay.
Yeah, so just bring out these little die. And let's set the color of this to black. Whoop. Oh, interesting. I just made it transparent. I did not mean to do that. Okay, so go ahead and just copy this and place it on the board whenever you summon one. So you'll have your little tokens,
Okay.
and the black one will be.
Cool.
Actually, let's
The
set
Raven.
let's set it to where your color is. That makes more sense, doesn't it?
So the
I
tokens
mean,
are the
I'm
dice?
playing.
You cut out there.
I'm playing a class with a bunch of summons. Like, we're gonna have to have different.
Ah, valid point. Valid point. Well, let's start off with your first one being blue, and then you can pick another color for the other ones.
Okay, cool.
All right, Ethan, what were you having to say?
So mine is the same thing. I have this vine spawn that summons at the beginning of my turn in an adjacent square, but it can't move. But it has a melee attack of 1d6 plus 5.
Okay.
And they all have 5 HP, and they happen automatically at the beginning of every turn, just
Damn.
like we decided with the other one. It's crazy
yeah.
powerful.
Yeah.
So I need a token too. We're using the dice at the top and just put a 5 on it.
Yeah, exactly. And you can figure out your color. Let's just pick purple for you to start, since that's you. And then we'll do a different shade of purple for your other things, and be able to remember which one's which.
And just have it with a 5 up.
Mm-hmm.
So the number you want showing on the token is the HP that your spawn has?
That is correct.
Okay. And if it says... Oh, never mind. I figured it out. Cool. This is fun.
How do you change the number on the dice easily again?
You right-click on it, set rotation value.
I think you just put a number when it's over the top of it. Yeah.
Oh, you don't even have to be
Type a
clicking on
number.
it.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know about that. All right, so how are we doing, guys? Has everyone drawn all of their booster cards yet, or
No.
are we're still
No,
doing?
no.
All right, very
yeah, there's a
We're
lot.
meant to have 4.
Yes, you're meant to have 4.
I'm ready to go.
Look
Yeah, I
at you,
think
big
so.
guy.
The race card and the weapons and stuff, does that have to stay out?
So
like-
this is gonna be another thing. Is I'm gonna give you guys some better gear, because level 5 you would have better gear. So give me 1 second here. And yes, you have 1 armor that starts out. Your race card starts out, and you have 1 item for each hand out. So like 1 shield and 1 melee weapon, or 1 ranged weapon and 1 melee weapon, or 1 2-handed weapon for both hands. If you want other weapons, you can have them in your deck to draw them later. This is oh, I see what's going on here. I am looking at the wrong thing.
My player's handbook and monster manual came today, and I'm really excited.
All right,
Oh
I'm
my
gonna
God,
start off.
the monster one is so fun.
I'm gonna start off with you, Nino. I'm giving you a deck of cards here. You may draw 1 card from this to keep.
As in, I can look through it.
You can look through it and pick 1. And you may also pick 1 card from this deck. Make sure you don't mix them together. Actually, I'm going to start this one on the other side. Enoch, I'm giving you this. You can pick 1 card from this deck.
From which?
The one I just put in front of you. It's a gear.
Cool. Yeah, got it.
You can pick 1
How
card
do
from
I
that
look
deck.
through it without...
You can right-click and search, I think. Yep, right-click search. Or you can draw them each out and look at them.
I can't put them back in. Oh no, because it's on my hand. Okay, there we go.
And once you've picked 1, pass it over to Ethan. Just make it go to the left for you.
Do you know if do you know if your minions count as allies?
Yes, they do.
Cool.
You do not count as an ally. I also got clarification. If there's something It says you cannot choose to not do something unless it says may on the card. Like, player may choose to move 2 spaces. If it doesn't say may, then you have to.
And you have to move 2.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
I guess you could move like 1 space and right back, so it's kind of optional there, but unless it specifically says may, you have to do it. Did you pick your card, Nino?
Yeah, I was just looking through the rest. I realized I didn't look through them all, but I'm pretty happy with this one. We can pass it along.
All right. D-Sky, you can go ahead and look through this deck and take 1 card from it.
Sorry, I'm still looking through.
That's fine.
There's a lot of cards in this deck.
Yeah, just take the first one that strikes your fancy, really.
Okay.
There's a deck of better cards. Oh, you have the platinum. You have the best cards there. There's another deck coming along that has 1 tier down coming to you.
Okay. Do you know if there's any armor that's better than defense 4?
I do not.
Okay. I think I want some cool armor. I'm gonna look through all of this.
Just from looking at this, I feel like you guys are going to destroy this encounter.
And some of these corruption things are crazy.
Yeah.
And with the combo from flanking, what does flanking do? It's a +1 standardly?
There's no standard on it. Flanking only imparts an advantage if the card states that flanking does.
But if you just regular attack while flanking something, there's no benefit.
No benefit, correct.
Okay.
So we're just figuring out equipment at this point?
Yeah.
No, I'm still looking at cards, but okay.
All right, I chose
There's a typo
the
on
one
Life
I
Crystal 2.
wanted. So if I chose new armor, do I do something with my old armor? Where do I put that?
You can put it in your deck, or you can just have it to the side if you like.
Okay. Here is your platinum deck.
Okay, so pass it over to Ethan.
Right. Oh. Grab one. Deck. Alright, it's on your
Kill.
left. Oh. I'll bring it closer.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. Oh no. Tabletop Simulator is great.
I have a question about the elf special power and order of actions.
Mm-hmm.
It says swift remove any number of tokens, deal 1 additional damage for each token removed. If you remove 3 or more tokens, your next ranged weapon attack pierces through 3 enemies in a straight line. So can I choose swift like after I roll damage, or does it have to be before I roll damage?
It has to be before, because it says your next ranged weapon attack.
Yeah, but if it's, I guess, magic rules, then next would like the attack would resolve after.
That's a very good point. I will add that into my notes of questions to ask. However, I would personally rule, without clarification, that you would need to choose that before making the attack.
Okay, cool. And when can you untilt something?
Oh, Mike is in chat. Mike just said, treat Swift as a sorcery.
Okay, got it. Cool. When can you untilt something?
Whenever something says it can be untilted. Usually it's tilted for the entire combat, but there are some items that you may gain that might untilt items.
Got it.
So, Mike, just to clarify, my ruling was correct with Swift. With the elf card, you would want this to be something that you would have to declare before the attack was made to increase the damage. Yes, okay, cool. That is correct. You might want to put some clarification in there, but I don't know.
Okay. I think I've chosen the one. Can I just discard armor that I don't want anymore, or does
you
it
just
stay?
put it to the side. Just put it to the side. Does the armor that you don't want? Where's the armor? Here we go.
Oh, I'm sorry. I want the armor.
So you can keep it.
I'll probably get rid of one of my weapons.
You can keep it in your deck if you like, and then you draw it. And then if you need to discard your armor to negate damage, you can play the armor card to don armor. It would take a full round, as it says, but you could put armor on again, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So you might want to keep it in your deck. You do not have to. That's completely your choice.
So it counts as an action, like to put on armor, and then you could still use a Swift that turn?
Each card, no. That would be the full round of armor. A full round of that's how much it would cost. It would be your action. That's a good point, though. It might need to be clarified, but as I'm reading this, it would be everything. It would be your movement, it'd be your immediate, it would be your standard, and it would be your swift to redon armor.
Okay, all the things. Got it.
All the things. I might be wrong there, and Mike might chime in.
Hi, Mike. Hello. Nice game you got here.
Be a shame if something happened to it. Mike says hi.
How many cards do you guys have in your regular decks?
There's a minimum number.
No, I'm asking how many you guys have in total.
I have 26 cards in my deck in addition to like everything that's laid out. That includes the armor that I just added to that.
Mike, just to chime in, we were having some trouble with Tabletop Simulator. We weren't able to draw cards from the Vitalist at all, and it's calling it Rebel booster packs at this point, so there might have been some sort of bug that happened within Tabletop Simulator. Also, not all of the decks have 5 cards in them. It might have been a mistake I made when I shuffled them initially, and I did that just by coming over here, right-clicking on it, and shuffling them to start. I don't know if that messed them up, but some of the decks have had 4 cards in them, some have had 6, and it says in the player's handbook they should all have 5. So we're just rolling with it, but just to let you know, that's an issue that we've had. Mike's gonna look into it for us, but we'll just roll with it for now so we can get this encounter going. Once you guys have picked your equipment, make sure once you've picked your equipment, you pass the deck on so other people can pick. You should have 1 platinum item and 1 gold item for this battle. And as soon as you have, let's shuffle the deck and get this thing going.
Who am I meant to pass this on to?
You're passing to the left, so you should go to Ethan.
Hey, there you go, Ethan.
Cool. I'll pass through the platinum thing in just a second.
How many cards are we going for?
Do you have both decks right
This
now?
level.
I do.
21.
I'm gonna pass the next one past you, and we'll bring it back to you when you're done.
Cool, yeah.
The-
The gold deck, I can get that back to Ethan.
So here's the gold deck for you, D-Sky. Just put it next to you.
Thanks.
Minimum cards in deck includes armor and weapons and the corruption, right?
As far as I know, yes. That is a good question. The things that start out should be counted as part of your deck, but Mike might say that's not the case, and that might be a good thing to specify in the player's handbook as well if it's not specified already.
So, here's a question. For the Greatsword, make a basic melee attack for 1d6 plus 1. If you roll a 6, you may deal an additional 3 damage. So, it's already d6 plus 1, so would that mean if you roll a 6, you deal 10 damage?
Yes. I mean, it sounds from the wording that you could choose to keep it as 7 if you wanted to, but yes, it would deal 10 damage.
Sweet.
Cards in deck are counted as considered to be just ability cards, not inventory. We should definitely make sure to make a point of that in the player's handbook. Thank you for bringing that up.
And not corruption.
Mike, corruption, stuff that I assume that's part of the ability cards. Since that's only a bonus if they start in play, but I might be wrong. If it were just my rule, I would say corruption counts as part of the cards for your deck.
Okay.
As they corrupt your deck.
Yeah.
Corruption counts as an ability card for the purposes of minimum deck size.
Okay. Cool. So and if minimum deck size is 21, I'm at minimum deck size right now.
I knew you would be.
Of course.
You ain't a man who has any bloat. So whenever you guys are done with the equipment, let me know. Make sure they're still going around, and we'll get started.
So
it is. There's.
For future things like this, it might make more sense to take both of those decks and have like separate tables where they're all spelled out, so we can just like look at them at the same time.
It's not a bad idea. I don't know how to create tables.
Oh,
let me see. Okay.
Ulysses.
Oh my God!
What
just happened?
Whoa.
Fix it. I'm not touching anything ever again. I don't know what that was. Oh God.
Ulysses,
What's up?
this is not moving as far as I'd like it to.
yeah, I don't know how to fix that either. I think you have to rotate your view before doing it. I think it. Yeah.
What's immediate tilt? Immediate common tilt?
So as an immediate, which I think Mike described as being like instants, like you can use them at any time. You can tilt the card like tapping it in Magic essentially and gain that ability. But only specific things allow you to untilt cards, so it might be a one-time use thing for a while.
Exactly. Well said.
You also
do you
if you use
untap?
the tilted,
Sorry, I'll let you finish, Ulysses. Sorry.
if you use a tilt card, then you have to be angry at all the other players, even if they're on your team.
I hate you so much.
Thank you. Go for it, Ethan.
When do things untilt at the end of combats,
Yes,
or only
yes.
under the circumstance that? Okay, cool. So,
Yeah. At the end of the encounter.
do you gain the benefits of the thing that is tilted, whilst it is tilted if it's still in play?
Like, say you have some armor that you need to tilt, you'd still keep the defense. Yes.
So it's just a one-time ability that
Mhm.
armor can do.
It
Okay,
basically is just a way to indicate that you used the charge.
got it. Instead of having a billion tokens on the table, which would drive me insane.
Indeed.
Rapid shot has standard weapon attack, range 7. It says weapon damage +0, weapon damage -1 or -2. I assume that I combine that with an actual weapon that I have, because it's a weapon attack. Does that count as 2 attacks, or does it count as a single attack?
So it's at the top it says standard, it's a weapon attack.
For purposes of
Yeah,
my
I think
special ability.
Mike's here, so correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like you're making 2 attacks. But it's a big gamble. Like, if you roll low on either attack, both miss.
Yeah, I mean, my sling has that anyway.
If that
low,
attack
I
rolls.
assume,
So just that one.
low,
So
I assume is 1, 2, 3,
that is
4,
correct.
5, 6.
That is correct.
Okay.
Yeah, I would suggest that we rewrite this one a little bit to make it a little bit more clear, but yes, exactly.
Okay, so my thing would only affect the first one of those attacks, basically.
Your thing?
My elf special ability.
Well, since this thing is considered a weapon attack, I would rule personally that your thing affects both of them.
Okay, that's what I thought, but I wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
I've never wanted to talk about Ulysses' thing less than I do right now.
My elf thing, you know.
How are we doing on the equipment? Has it been passed around fully yet?
I still haven't gotten the gold bag yet, but
I have not either.
I have my platinum thing, and Ulysses, I passed you the platinum one.
D-Sky, do you have all the...
I just have the gold, and I've just been trying to figure out, but I'll be more decisive.
There's 17 cards in there.
Okay, I gave you a silver one. I gave you a... We're passing... I don't know if I've seen this one yet or not. I think I've seen this one, because I haven't seen the gold one.
Okay.
Mike's taken off, so we're unsupervised right now.
We're on our own.
All right, guys. So I'm gonna actually make a little bit of a time limit. I'm sorry to rush you, but we do need to get going. So I'm gonna give you another like 5 minutes to look through. So pick the first one that looks good and pass it on. It's not a big deal.
Go for it.
Daisy, do you have a gold and a platinum card?
I have one of each, yes. And now I'm done with the gold deck. I'm stacking it back up.
All right.
Okay.
It's stacked. I don't know who needs... Oh, I have the platinum deck here. I didn't notice that. But
I just handed it back to you because Ulysses said he'd already looked through it.
Oh, have you looked
Looks
through
like
it?
everyone's looked through the platinum then, so I'm gonna put that away.
Okay, great. There it is. It's in between me and Nino.
I haven't seen the gold yet.
How this didn't work, but...
Sure, I can say that. Why not?
Sorry, how long do we have?
5 minutes. Just, I'm just saying, like, look through it, pick the first one that looks decent to you and move on. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah. I have about an hour and 20 to an hour and a half left to go.
Still enough light eyes on the gold deck.
And what are the equipment slots again? A head, a body, and 2 hands?
Yes.
Nino, you could probably like just kind of go peek at Ethan looking through them, just hover over and push
I'm
alt.
pretty
to
sure
look
that
at
you
the
can
card.
do that, yeah.
So you could be looking at the same time.
Yeah, I'm gonna play around with this in between and figure out a better way to make this a little more expedited for the next time. So thank you for helping me see the flaws here.
Yeah, I mean, also, if we could look at some of the cards, like, build the character before we jump in, some of the questions could be more concise at the beginning, rather than...
Sure, I will happily
all
share that
out.
stuff with you. I just figured that people wouldn't be interested in that.
Because, like, if I have to start early to think about it in order to, like, if we're trying to break the game, this isn't a lot of time to figure out how to set your deck up and learn all the cards also. Like, there's 20 cards to read and figure out how they work together. It's not...
That's a very good point.
Also-
It's a very good point. I wasn't expecting you to go that deep. I was expecting us to like do an encounter, maybe have time for a second one to play more efficiently, so we can see some glaring bugs. But I'll happily share the things with you so you can look over. That'd be fantastic if you're willing to do that.
Yeah, Zach, these nerds, come on.
Well,
course
if
they
the
want to.
task you want from us is to break the game, I feel like we should be able to look at the cards to break the game.
Yeah, I will share all that stuff with you guys. Though it is an evolving game, so things may be different next week.
Where's the gold at?
Ethan's still looking through it. You can look through it with him.
So
if you
you
like.
can look through it on top of my, I think, but maybe not.
Oh, I've been like playing them out. Is there a way to look through them while they're still in the deck?
Yeah, if you right-click, hit search, it'll open up this little menu of all of them.
Oh,
Wait, this
that's
is
cool. I
the
didn't know that
golden
either.
one?
Gold.
How do you know?
There's gold and platinum
It says a
equipment.
G in the corner or a P in the corner.
Oh, I guess I've seen the G one then, and I haven't seen the P
That's
one.
why I was passing you the platinum one.
All right, I'll pass you back the platinum. Here you go.
I just thought it was colored.
There you go. There you go.
I did too at first. It took me a second.
That was my fault. I didn't explain it to you guys. My bad.
How do you look at the individual cards once you're in the search area? It's not letting me like click them.
You hit Alt.
You just hit Alt like you would normally to zoom in on things.
Don't let me do that either.
Really? Like you're holding it down?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird. If I stop doing it, can you do it?
No.
Okay, give me a second and I'll stop and then...
Yeah, no worries.
Okay, cool. And then I'm going to do the long sword instead of... Oh no, you know what? Stick to the dagger. And just find a helmet because it's the only thing I don't have. Okay, Nino. I'm done.
Yeah, now it's letting me do it.
Tabletop Simulator is weird.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Do you
We
want your
start with
little...
equipment. right? We start with equipment out, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and any of the curses that are affected by that.
Yeah.
Do you want to use the same little elfie lady that you were using last time,
Sure.
Ulysses? I just put it in front of you so you can
Have
use
it.
that.
Thank you. Appreciate
Yep.
that.
There's the character minis bag, right at the head of the table here.
This will be fast.
Go ahead and pull yourself out one.
Oh, it's not on the other table anymore? Where'd you put it?
Oh, I just put next to you. It's
there it
probably
is.
better
Okay.
there. I'll put it back.
Be 14.
Where are the minis?
It's by the Raven, right to your characters, right to your chair's right. It's in the bag.
Okay.
19.
Oh, here we go.
I need 2 more cards. Whoops.
Oh no.
There's the bag is the one that says 44 character miniatures on it, not the one that just says character miniatures, because that pulls out bags of character miniatures.
Why would
I'm
you
not
want that?
this character. I'm a bag. That's gonna be my character.
That sounds about right.
What is it called? Gross bag? Gross bag in our other game? Ulysses can always
Gross
be
bag.
the gross bag in Mad Mage. That's who his character is in Mad Mage.
So for all the ones of people in the audience right now, the gross bag was a bag that was handmade by one of the characters in the Dungeon of the Mad Mage, which is a game that I run very casually. The premise of that game is everyone's thrown down there as kind of a suicide squad with nothing and no food or anything, so it's a bit of a survival game as well. And the players fashioned a bag out of the skin and guts of things that they had killed to be able to drag around extra weight. And it was quite ingenious, and we dubbed the bag the gross bag.
Which has its own.
But we did.
Just like Ulysses, stitched together from the guts of other things.
Exactly.
Love you, buddy. Miss you. We were just talking about how much we miss you actually last night.
Alright guys, so 2 more minutes and then we're gonna get going, okay?
Cool.
This guy out of the... I'm searching the bag. I found the guy I want. How do I get him out?
Just, you drag him out.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. Alright.
I don't know why it's making both of them big. That's annoying.
Wait, I think I actually changed my mind on my mini stuff. Let's go with this one. I do love the animated minis, though.
That's pretty cool.
Okay, I think I have my deck.
D-Sky, is this winged person you, or is that...
Just this little tiny guy here.
Oh, that guy, okay.
Little dwarf man.
Everybody else has seen the platinum ones, right?
Yes.
And I think it's 21 deck size, which with our 5 corruption, if they're in play, means 16 in deck.
Now, you can have more, but that's the minimum.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just, if we have 2 minutes, I'm not even going to deal with that and just have all of them. They were all pretty good. I get that that's part of the game, and I'm probably not being as efficient as I should be by doing that, but I also kind of want to see the cards.
Yeah, I mean, you can get a feel for the combat. If we have another combat, you can tone it down a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't think having a big deck is going to hurt when we don't know the abilities that well.
Did you change your mini, Nino?
I did.
I hate you.
I always will love Nino for doing things like that. That and his nat 20, nat 1.
That was insane. The seven natural
7 nat 20s on fucking silver great sword attacks. It was great.
All right, my friends, is everyone ready? Put your mini in the character starting position when you are ready.
Starting location.
Oh, that should be there.
In any one of them?
Yeah, choose whichever one you like.
Okay.
And there's a random card here. Second wind. Someone has second wind just on the table. All right. Whoever has the light deck, it's probably yours.
I have
What's the
26.
light- It could be my second wind because
Alright.
Ulysses was giving me one.
There you go. Okay, so get your
Maybe.
deck, shuffle it up.
And then we
These
roll a
corruption
d6
are taking a
for-
lot of.
And everyone, please roll a d6 for me just by clicking on it in the top of your pad.
3. What's up?
5.
Can we just do like a 3-second thing of who we are?
Sure, that's fine.
Alright.
I only got Ethan and Yuli's roll. I need not too chuffed. And not the
How
token.
do-
You click on the button above your, the d6 button on your play mat.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Okay.
Alright, we got an average of 4 so far. Still waiting.
Which
No,
HP do we start with?
no, average of 4. That's fantastic. Well done. Let's see, what will I roll here? You should have 15 HP. So you guys win. Alright, so you guys are
Boom.
going to go first. That means, Nino, you are going to go first. And why don't we go around and have, let's actually start with, on the left, Enoch Root. Describe to us your valiant character here.
Oh, I don't know if valiant is the right word.
Okay.
Little wafy thing. That's pretty good with a bow and arrow and round bunch. I didn't think about character at all. Sorry.
You don't have to. That's fine.
Yeah.
She's an archer. Cool. Anyways,
She's an archer. Like
Ethan,
Legolas.
who's your dude? What kind of guy is he?
Dragon with a dagger.
Nice. Dragonborn with the dagger. He's gonna shank you. He's gonna come at you with his razor. All right. This guy. Tell me about your dwarf.
This is Beef Punch, and he's not afraid of anything.
Beef Punch ain't gonna fuck you up. Beef Punch coming for it. Beef Punch coming for your lunch money. He's coming. All right. Nino, what's up with your very, very, very tall lady?
I am Divorska. I am, how you say, blood touch flanker.
All right, Blood Touch Flanker, you're up first. You guys have approached a ruined castle, and you got the jump on a bunch of undead motherfuckers. And they're looking like they want to eat your brains. So what you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Where are these motherfuckers? They are represented by the dice?
Yes, they are.
Am I on one of these player spaces, or do I need to drag my character over there?
You need to drag your character onto one of the things.
Okay.
How do we decide which among us goes first? It just goes around the table?
It goes around the table, yeah.
Cool.
So I have 7 movement. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I can get up there if I wanted to. But there's also a lot of dudes up there, so I feel like we should have them come to us. Also, flanking is a big part of my strategy, so... is there a pass turn function?
No, there's not.
Okay.
However, I will metagame a little bit if we've fought before. You would know that I also flank. So we can flank together.
Very nice.
Thank
Is there a
you.
climbing mechanic? I guess this wouldn't really...
Yeah, it's one difficult terrain per side. So if you're trying to go up a 2 thing, it's 4 movement.
And so, say, I wish there was. Is there a pinging function that I'm not aware of for Tabletop Simulator?
A pinging? No. But I can
But we
see
can
your
see
cursor.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. So, would it be possible if one person was like up here for the other flanker to be down here on this enemy?
That's something we're still workshopping here. I'm going to say yes, that works for now.
So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3 up here.
Right.
And I will make a rapier attack, I suppose.
Make that attack.
Nice.
And
Hell-
right when you do that, you see the mummy on top of this castle point in the direction of the person you're stabbing, and a magical shield springs in front of it. And your dagger glances off, doing no damage.
All right. And will you remind me real quick how the process goes with drawing cards? I do that. I draw a card at the end of each turn, right?
Yeah, it depends on your level. So you're level 5. So you are going to draw 2 cards at the end of each turn.
Like,
And you start off with 3. And you can only use them once it's gotten to the first turn of your combat.
How do Spawn's attacks work? Like, when do they resolve? At the end of my turn?
Spawns?
Like
your
so
summons?
I summon something at the beginning of my turn. Does it
Mhm.
make its attack first? Or does it make its attack at the end of my turn? Or, like, when would it do its thing?
I'd say it's your choice, but I'm going to add that to my questions. Thank you.
Okay.
Alright, is that the end of your turn?
yes.
You
Oh
don't-
wait,
you have a swift action you can still do as well.
right. That was my rapier attack is a swift. Oh wait. Oh right, it's a swift to like equip it, right?
No, swift is to equip it, yes. So use a standard. As Blood Touch, you probably want to use a swift to make your melee attack do additional damage, so you can put in a token onto your race card if you like right now. Saying you did that.
And I do want to do that.
Okay. Wonderful. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Alright, D-Sky, you are up.
Okay. So question about the corruptions.
Mm-hmm.
Like it said, this is my artifact legs. It says your speed is 4 plus your corruption. If you have 2 or more, start with this card and play. So does that
Correct.
mean that my movement is already 9?
That is
Yes.
correct.
Lit.
And you
Okay.
have heavy armor. That's badass. You're gonna be a monster tank. That's so fun.
Roar! Beef punch will punch you.
Punchy beef.
Okay, cool. So, sorry, I'm just trying to wrap my head around all this stuff.
I understand. Do your best.
So
I do recommend
the...
everyone after Daisy and everyone just be looking at your cards and trying to figure out what you're going to do. I know there'll be questions, but try to get a basic idea so we can make expedited as possible. Please continue, Daisy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, totally. I'm just wondering about my spawning portal, like the summoning my demon minions. It says that this card starts in play, so does that count as a swift?
No, a swift is to get it out and to play, so it's already in play. On the card itself, it says standard. So to use this, you would have to use a standard action. But you still have your swift action. You don't have to play, you don't have to put it on the board, if that makes sense.
Okay, cool. I'm not sure what swift actions I even have then.
Well, you would have one on your race card.
Right, which is removing 2 tokens.
Oh, so you don't really have anything. Then I think, and you should start with 3 cards drawn. So if you haven't done that yet, then you would have those cards.
I didn't realize that. Here we go. Let's see what we got.
These are, you have 1 swift, the moment of silence here.
Yes.
Your
Okay,
next
cool.
attack.
Does an additional 2 damage.
All right, so since this one does not say may, I'm going to say this is probably a typo. It should probably say may heal yourself or an adjacent ally. but you have to draw 2 cards. I'm going to put a note in that one on this one.
Okay. All right, let's see. So what's the deal with upward movement? Does that take extra movement?
Each side of the block counts as 1 movement. When you're going up, it counts as double movement.
Okay. Can you like scale a wall?
You
And
sure
that just
can.
That's awesome. Okay.
You guys
and then
are
do these...
heroic adventurer types. You're badasses. You can climb a goddamn wall.
But we've died
Yeah.
a ton of times and our souls are super diminished, but we're really powerful, I guess.
That's great. And so these spaces that have these little squares in them, can you not walk in those spaces?
No, you can walk them. It's just like, you know, there's things there. It's
Okay.
just
I just
things.
wanted to check.
Who knows
and
if
can
they
you-
do something?
So if... Wait, is this my guy? No, that's not my guy. Here we go. This is my guy. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Does this count as flanking here? What did we say was flanking?
That would not be flanking. You'd have to be on the ground to be flanking.
Oh,
Only direct
but I
opposite.
can I attack him from the ground?
You sure can.
It's just a further range.
Yep, this is something we're still workshopping. I'm going to say you can. Otherwise, you could get into like some impossible positions.
Right, like standing on the wall trying
Yeah.
to hit him with something.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and make an attack with my dagger. Can I do that from here?
You sure can.
Okay, cool.
You're considered adjacent right now.
Great. All right, I'm gonna make a dagger attack. Rolly roll. And I deal 1 additional damage.
All
if it
right,
hits.
so you do 4 damage to this mofo. And hold on. You try to attack this person. I will tell you before you, there's a shimmering shield around this guy right now. You may not want to attack this person. And you saw your
Okay.
friend try to attack this person. Their dagger glanced off of the shield the moment it sprang to life.
Okay, but there's no other shields we can see around any of these other guys?
That is correct.
Okay. Then if the other guy isn't shimmering, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I can get to the other side of it. Over here. All right, I'll use my attack on this one instead.
All right. Yeah, let's have you repeat the attack roll, though. Maybe you'll do better.
Okay.
Maybe you'll do better.
Are diagonal moves any more expensive or no?
They
It's
are
all the
not
same?
in this system. They
Correct.
are not.
And so what's the deal with using range attacks? You can't use them as melee. Right?
No. I mean, you can attack ranged right next to someone. That's fine. It's still considered a range attack, however.
It doesn't change anything.
No, it does not. There's no disadvantage.
Okay.
Right? This game's trying to be a little bit more simple.
So I have a range 6. Can I attack the mummy from here? I can't really tell how.
As long
far
as
is
you
in
can
the-
see them from your character. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You cannot attack them. You are out of range right now. I
Okay.
don't think you can even see them from where you're standing.
Yeah, but if I was any further away, I would definitely be out of range.
Mm-hmm.
So then, yeah, I'll stick with attacking that guy right next to me, and I will use my my hand axe.
Okay, make that attack.
Are you
Wait a
attacking
minute, how
this
many
guy?
weapons do you have out right now? All right, so Daisy Sky,
I
you
have
can
3.
you can only have 1 weapon per hand, and this weapon's
Oh,
two-handed.
right.
So you're gonna have to get rid of this crossbow, I'm afraid. We're gonna have to. It can be in your hand, I'll say, if you want.
Oh, shit. Okay.
But you can only have
That-
1 item per hand, and you have 2 sets of armor out here as well. So I'm also gonna put this in here. Oh, did you draw that? You drew the
I
armor.
just drew it.
So this
yeah.
would be in your hand, because to play it, you'd have to do.
Oh,
full
okay.
round.
So for any of the cards that I draw,
These
that
are
I'm not
in your
playing-
hand. Correct.
Got it.
Correct.
Cool.
And so, yeah. There you go. So you can use the hand axe, and that's fine. And how much damage did you do? You did
5.
5? Very nice, very nice. There's no bonus on that?
No, I wasn't thinking about the hands. Otherwise, I would have chosen the
No, that's
just long sword. But
totally
that's okay.
understandable. This is how we learn. All right, so you
Oh, yes.
sink your hand axe into this guy, and this the ghoul turns around, going as you hack and black ichor sprays across your chest. Are you done?
Beef punch.
Beef punch.
That's it for me.
All right, Atar, you're up.
Okay. Atar again is going to go. Ooh,
He's floating on a disc.
he's taking the disc with him, baby. 1. God damn it! I need to get my mouse to do this. 1, 2, 3 to be there.
It'd be 1, 2, 3, 4 to be there.
Oh, and wait, at the beginning of my turn.
Actually, that would be 5. It'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to be there.
Okay, that's fine. I have 6 movement. At the beginning of my turn, this vine entity appears here. That has 5 hit points. It does a shit ton of damage if I can ever use them. And then I am going to use my Thrall Master Corruption. As a standard action, I make a melee attack. But I don't have to, it doesn't say anything about rolling it. It just says target creature with 4 or less health is under your control and may act during my next turn. At the end of combat, it dies. For every 2 corruption cards in my deck, I can control a creature with 1 additional HP. And you may only control 1 creature in this way at a time.
Wow.
And if you have 3 or more corruption, it starts in play. So I can just use this, right?
Yep. That's powerful.
It's really fucked up. That's amazing. So this guy with the 2 health, you watch as this dragonborn puts his hand, dragonkin, puts his hand right on his forehead, and he seems to turn around at the guy behind him.
All right. Wonderful.
And wait, I have a swift action too, right? Sorry. No, I zoomed way out instead of way in. And you know what, just for the heck of it, I'm going to use my swift action as a dragonkin to, when I touch his face, a little bit of fire burns into him, so he only has 1 hit point now. He takes 1 fire damage, and I add a token to my dragonkin thing.
All right, cool. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes, that is my turn.
All right, Blue, what you doing?
Sweet. I'm trying to figure out which. So this guy has a shield on it. The one that's right by the edge has the shield on it. Is that right?
That's correct. That is correct.
Okay. Cool. How many? 3, 4, 5. Okay. If I stand here on the ground, do I get? Does the wall offer me line of sight protection from most people up there?
If they can see you, they can see you. You can go from. You would probably have cover.
I would have cover from most of the people up there because I'm
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Exactly.
Then in that case, I am going to run over there, sit myself down there, and be next to the wall.
Mm-hmm.
But then I'm going to use my my squad sight goggles,
Mm-hmm.
and see that I can target 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I can target this 7 over here with my regular, with my bolus attack.
So
even though he can't see me.
Okay.
And as my swift action. Yeah, I think. Sorry.
And did you draw 3 cards at the start of your combat, my friend?
No, I did not. Should I have?
Yeah. At the start of your combat,
Oh,
you guys
okay.
draw 3 cards. Anyone who hasn't done that, you should have.
Oh,
Also,
wow, okay.
Also, you draw. I'm sorry, I should have mentioned that, but it's in the player's handbook. For 5th level, you start with three cards within combat to begin. Also, you draw 2 at the end of your turn. So if you haven't drawn 8, you should have 5 cards in your hand.
Damn.
And I would put it down as a standard. Yes. Okay. Sorry, didn't realize that I could draw them. So
apologies.
Are there any hazards on the board at the moment or not?
There's the cliffs, which is represented by the black area.
Okay.
Oh, that's a
Cool. Okay, actually scrap all of that about attacking. I am just going to hide behind this tree. And my standard action is going to be to summon a spider companion. How do I play it? Do I just put it down?
Yeah. You just drag a die out there.
Okay.
I don't know. Like I gave you one. Okay, it's fine.
Yeah, that was for okay. But it has 5, I think. No, 4. It has 4, which is important. Okay. Because I, as my swift action, I'm going to play minor replication. It says it starts in play, but that doesn't really make sense with the wording of the card. It says to name a summoned creature when this card comes into play.
Yeah, I think that just means that it would be at your start of your first turn, but that does need a little bit of clarification. I'll make a note of it.
Okay, and then another question on this is, it says name a summoned creature. Is that name as in, like, I can name Spider Companion and then any Spider Companion it applies to, or do I have to specifically point to a Spider Companion that I will need to keep alive to make a copy of?
Yeah, you'll have to point as specific summon.
Okay, so at the beginning of combat, when this card entered play, I guess, there were no summons because we hadn't started combat yet.
Mm-hmm.
So is this just like at any point during combat?
I would rule it at the beginning of your turn.
Which there is a summoner out at the beginning of his turn.
Mm-hmm. And if there wasn't one, then I would say it just keeps happening until there is one. That would happen. But I'll make a note that there needs to be some wording changes on this one.
Okay, cool. So I don't name it now, I guess, but my Spider Companion comes out, and then the next turn I can name it and make a copy of it at the start of my turn. Is that right?
Well, this one, since there is a summon, you would have to choose a summon that's here. That's how I would rule it. I would say that if there are no summons in play, then this stays until your next turn. But if there is a summon in play, you have to choose one that's out there. So you would need to choose something that's already out, which there is. That's how I would rule it.
Okay. Which would be the vine thing.
The vine thing or
vine spawn.
Yeah, the vine spawn.
Okay, so I couldn't choose the Spider Companion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. Then in that case, I won't summon the spider.
Okay.
Boop. I guess I will indeed move here. I choose the vine thing, but it doesn't have, because I have to, but it doesn't have less hit points than my corruption. It has the same hit points as my corruption. So, okay. I will wait until it has less hit points, and then I can make a copy of it. You just got to keep it alive, Ethan, and then I can double it.
What?
You just got to keep it alive, and then I can make
Which
copies
thing?
of it. The vine, your vine thing.
Oh, I get one at the beginning of every turn, so.
Yeah, but this specific one has to stay alive. Otherwise, I can't make copies of it.
That sucks. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I was asking about the name thing. It's got to take 1 damage and then stay alive.
It also has to take a damage?
Yeah, because otherwise I can't make copies of it because it's too low. This is why I wanted to do the spider, because the spider already has full life.
Because the vine thing cannot move.
Oh.
It has a movement of 0. It can only attack things that are adjacent to it. I wouldn't copy that, and I mainly use them to sacrifice. So.
Okay.
I wouldn't copy that thing.
I mean, I can't.
You know what? I'm gonna make
choice.
I'm gonna make a rule because this is kind of stupid as we're discussing it. I would say if you have enough corruption that starts in your hand, that's what I would do instead of starts in play. And so you can choose to play this when you like. That's how I'm gonna rule that.
Then I'm gonna do what I was originally going to do, which is.
This is exactly what we're trying to figure out here, though. So thank you.
I figured that that's what the wording should be, but okay, cool. So I'm going to play
if you thought that ahead of time, feel free to give me your suggestions. That's you don't need to hold back. I want that.
Okay, cool.
I may overrule you,
and then
but, you know.
I'm going to play the minion replication, so that the summon creature I'm going to choose is this spider.
Okay.
And then I think that's my 1 swift and 1 standard action. So
you summon the spider as a standard, and the swift is to copy it?
Yes.
Lovely.
The swift is to name it so that I can copy it every single turn.
Okay.
So long as it stays alive.
Okay, wonderful. We're going to have a horde here. Surge Rush! Is that the end of your turn? You have, I believe, you have movement and an immediate left?
I moved to hide behind the tree.
Okay.
And I do not have any immediate that I wish to use, I believe. Yep.
All right. Wonderful. So, I am going to, It is now the bad guy's turn. Oh yes. Oh yes. And so, the zombie guy is going to move to the edge right here, and he's going to point his finger at at your character, Nino. And Nino, you need to roll a d6 for me, please. Nice. And I need you to make an immediate attack, use the most damaging attack possible against your homie right next to you. So what was that?
3.
3 of rapier? Alright, so that's going to be 4 damage, I believe?
So real quick, well, it's only 4 damage if you're flanking me, right?
It's another +1 if you're flanking, if I read it correctly.
It does the d6 +1 plus another 1?
Plus another 2
if
you're flanking.
All right. How many immediates do you have a turn? Just 1?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I am going to... That'd be 4 damage incoming to me. I'll just take it because my armor reduces it by 2. So
wonderful. Wonderful. And it's gonna hop down here, and that is going to be 1. And he's going to lash out at the dwarf boy.
Who is the guy who cast that spell?
The guy who's moving right now.
Oh, wow. So he used to do lots of stuff.
Yes, he is.
Let's fuck
Y'all
him
level
up.
5. Y'all level 5. Level 5 boy coming at you. And he's going to attack you for her 6 damage coming at the dwarf beef punch.
6 damage coming at me?
6 damage coming at you.
All right.
Oh.
Well, my natural armor is 4, which is nice. And then I can do my my immediate, right?
You sure can.
Okay. So I'm going to use my immediate, which gives me a token and reduces the damage by 1. My defense is 4, so I take 1 damage, right?
Jesus. Nice. Very nice. Very nice.
I'm a 6.
Sorry.
All right. That's 1,
Oh, he
2,
runs all the way back up?
3, 4,
Oh, okay.
5, 6. And yeah, he runs back up. All right.
Damn, he has hella moves.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Well, not gonna thrall that guy quite yet.
All right. And then we're going to have these guys have move up 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that is going to hit you for 2 damage, ignoring armor, Atar.
Cool. I'm gonna sacrifice my Vine Blight. Wait, there's another guy over there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I'll just take that too also.
Okay. And this guy's going to hit you beef punch for 2 damage, ignoring armor. And then the one directly behind you is also going to hit beef punch for 2 damage, ignoring armor. And then this one's going to hit you beef punch for 2 damage, ignoring armor. So that's 6 damage, ignoring armor coming your way.
On that last one, my Vine Blight is gonna get sacrificed, and I'm gonna negate all the damage from that attack.
Okay, so 4 damage, ignoring armor, unless anyone has immediates that they can do besides that. Wonderful. So Daisy, mark yourself down 4 damage. And then that's 1, 2, 3. 5. Yeah, and actually they're surrounding you, D-Sky, so that's gonna be 4 more damage, including ignoring armor, coming at you.
Damn.
Nice stuff, real quick. Yeah, that might just be the thing. Okay.
Alright, and that is the end of their attack.
Can I make an immediate action before my
Yeah, sure.
We'll go ahead and use Seeking Darkness to find a corruption card. Search.
With the attacking upwards, does that also work on diagonals or no?
Yes, it does. This is something we're still playtesting, so that might change, but for now, I'm going to say yes. Just mostly because there are situations where you potentially wouldn't be able to actually attack someone if that wasn't allowed.
Yeah, also I think that makes sense. Like, as long as you're able to attack them and they're able to attack you, I don't think it should make too much of a difference.
I agree.
You're putting yourself in the range of someone to attack them. It kind of, you can still hit someone with a sword from standing on a 5-foot ledge for sure.
Of course.
I'm a little confused about Ice Razor now that I'm actually looking at it.
Also, can we move through friendly spaces?
You sure can. You just can't end up there.
Excellent.
X or less? What is that referring to?
X
I
is
think
your
it's your
corruption.
Ew!
So it would be 5 or less.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, that's great. Cool. Okay, and I will start my turn. I will use a swift action to put an extra token on my Blood Touch card.
Okay.
deal an additional 1 damage with Ice Razor, which I'm going to do on the homie directly in front of me.
So 2 damage to the guy who had the shield on him?
4.
I'm sorry?
4, it's Ice Razor.
Yes, but who are you attacking?
Oh, the one directly in front of me.
Okay,
Does he
as
still
soon
have a
as you
shield?
do that, he disappears and appears right here. And you miss.
Fuck you.
All right. Oh, and I never drew my cards. Whoops. It's 2 cards at the beginning of every turn?
You draw at the end of your turn. For the first turn of combat, you draw 3.
Oh, okay, great.
And then you draw 2 at the end of every turn.
I'm gonna get a little distance between all these enemies and myself. I'm gonna come 1.
I'm ruling that it only takes 1 movement to go down. Because you're jumping down. You're not having to climb.
Cool. 4, 5, 6.
Thank you.
7.
Come save me.
And that's gonna be it for me.
Okay. Beef Punch, you're up.
Just helpers. Okay. So if I summon my demon minions, where do they pop up?
Does it say where they need to?
It just says summon 2 demon minions, HP 1, defense X, move 5.
I'll make a note of it. I would say
because,
next to you.
Well, the ones that are next to you, mine says specifically it has to be adjacent, so it might be a typo, but it also might intend for you to be able to manipulate the battlefield, because those are really weak enemies, like they don't take very much to kill. Mine are much hardier, but they have to be right next to me, so that seems balanced to me, but...
Yeah, that's a good point. Let's go with that. I'll get clarification.
Okay, cool. And the great thing is that they have ranged attacks, and their defense is equal to my corruption, so...
Oh, damn.
Nice.
Yeah.
Never
So they're
mind,
kinda
those are fucking brutal. Those are way better than my Vine things.
Cool. So I can put them wherever I want, is what
Mhm.
you're saying right now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. And then do they get to attack on this turn?
I would say yes, but that is a good rule clarification that should happen as well.
Again, mine that don't allow them to attack that turn, like for instance that Thrall ability, it says specifically they can't attack till next turn, so ruling with like specific over general, I would say that they can.
Okay. Yeah, it also counts as my standard action, so
Mm-hmm.
it would be cool if they could attack. So I just put these guys into play. They're up here on the tops. So just like 2
Okay.
like fiery. Okay, I'm trying to get them where I want them.
You might need to. I'll help you out.
Thanks. And they each only have 1 HP. The dice just turned. But they're each going to attack at the main guy up there
Okay.
with their magical fire attack, which is 1d6 range 7.
Okay. Nice. Go ahead and roll
Here's
it.
that first attack. That's a 1, and here's the second attack. 6.
So no modifiers.
I don't think so. It's just
Alright.
1d6
So the
range
first
7
one
magic
sinks,
attack of
the
fire.
first one sinks into him, doing no damage. Seems to shrug it off, and then the next one does some, but not as much as you might like.
What was the first roll?
A 1.
It's a 1.
Okay.
Okay, and so that's my standard action, and I think that's Oh, this one stays in play. At the beginning of your turn, if you had taken damage, heal 1. The closest player or enemy pays an amount of life equal to the amount healed. For each corruption in your deck, heal an additional 1 health. If you have 4 or more corruption, this card stays in play.
So that's pretty powerful. But yeah, you have to heal. So you have 5 corruption, so you're gonna heal 5, I believe.
Yes, and it
so
takes it away.
You're gonna heal 6, and then the closest player to you is Atar. Atar, you're gonna take 1 damage, ignoring armor.
I'm fine with that.
Jesus, face punch! You're invincible.
Yeah, tanky boy.
All right, is that the end of your turn?
Wait, my thrall doesn't count as an ally.
Closest player.
Okay, cool.
Oh, it's closest player or enemy, actually. So there's an enemy that's closer.
Yeah. Definitely. Okay, cool. I'm taking that hit point back.
All right, so we're gonna which one is it gonna be if they're all even? I'm gonna say it's the lowest hit point per person, which is probably usually gonna work out in your favor. This time it doesn't. So this guy dies.
That's fine.
Just so you know, my computer just crashed, but it should be back on by the time that we get back to my turn.
Okay, Atar, yeah.
Cool. Sweet. So Atar, beginning of his turn, this vine thing with 5 hit points appears here.
Mm-hmm.
And we ruled that unless it says otherwise, it can attack this turn. So it's going to attack this boy.
Okay.
And it does 1d6 plus 5 damage.
Okay.
Wow.
Lovely. The moment you attack it, it disappears and appears over here.
Okay, that's cool. I
hate this.
And then I'm gonna move here and use my swift action to burn this guy for 1 hit point.
The moment you do that, he disappears and moves over here.
That's okay with me, actually. And then I have my full action, which now I've only moved 1 place. That's a swift action. I can't use that right now. Sorry, just 1 moment.
It's okay.
What do these things that are blinking away from us look like?
They look like ghouls.
Alright, that's fucking crazy.
You can see him up here on the pillar.
Oh, okay. He did that again. Any of these ranged? I guess I just gotta use a regular attack. Lame, no thralling. Okay, I have light spears. And my dagger. Can't really flank with her doing anything from where I am, so I'm just gonna throw a spear at this one.
Okay. And the moment you do that, he disappears and goes over here.
Sweet. That's cool, clearing out the way for me to survive. Can I still move?
Yeah, if you have movement left.
Great. I am going to move here.
All right, Ulysses, your turn.
Okay. So at the start of my turn, I spawn.
No, sorry, I'm gonna move here.
I spawn a thing next to me.
Nice.
This has 4. There's no like attack of opportunity or anything, is there?
Nope.
so this one can't attack yet, but this one can. So the blue one attacks with 2, ignoring defense, and damaged enemies cannot move until the start of my next turn. So it's going to attack this one that's right next to it.
Okay.
And then move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think, yeah. Whoops, that's not right. It's going to move over. Nope. I can't, for the life of me.
You gotta move your screen sometimes. Where are you
What's
trying
that?
to put it? Where are you trying to put it? You gotta move your screen sometimes.
Behind the tree.
Like right here?
I did. Yeah. I did move the screen.
Okay.
Okay. And then I am going to move, I think, 6, 4, 5. No, I'll just move 5.
Okay.
And then this one is also going to move 1. Because it says it can't attack until next turn, but it can still move. There's nothing preventing it from moving, I
Very
think.
good point. What's the card? I'm gonna make note of that.
Spider Companion.
Thank you.
And then I'm going to use my Swift to empower my ranged attack and stick a die on here.
Lovely.
With 1. And my ranged attack is going to be let me see. You said there aren't any hazards?
There's cliffs. That's this black area.
Oh, this is cliffs. Okay. Then...
Oh, really?
Actually, I'm going to... 1, and I can fire along diagonals, right?
Yep.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Great. So I'm going to use my energy spear to attack this one that's right by the cliff.
Okay.
And I'm not technically line of sight, but my goggles mean that that doesn't matter.
Well, the moment you do that, an arrow flies at it. Which one do you attack? This one here? A shield of energy appears. Well, actually, no. If you attack that one, it actually just pops out and appears.
Does it do this after the attack?
It does in response to your attack. It's an immediate.
Okay. Because I can push or pull an enemy 1, but I don't know if that happens after the attack or not.
Where's
your attack misses.
Yeah, your attack misses.
My attack misses. Okay. Okay, so this says deal. I'm not sure if I can return this to my hand or if I have to pay 1 life to return it to my hand.
Where? What?
Energy spear in my hand.
Did you roll a 1?
No, because I didn't attack. I didn't make an attack
roll.
roll.
Roll a 1. If you roll the 1, you would get it for free, but if not, you can pay the life.
Okay, so let me roll then. 4. Okay. So, did that actually roll or not?
Oh, yeah, I see a 4.
Did you click on the dice or did you click on the roller?
You clicked on the roller. I see it's 4. It's in chat.
Then it rolled. Yeah. Then it
Oh,
rolled.
okay. I don't have. I have a different chat up. Weird. Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay, cool. Well, I will pay 1 life to return it to my hand.
Wonderful.
That's kind of annoying. That
they blinked away from you?
What's that? Yeah.
That they blinked away from you? Yeah, it happened to all of us on all of our
No, I know.
Okay.
I guess I should have. Yeah. Cool. I think I'm done then.
All right, very cool. So This guy is going to point at you, Ulysses, and I need you to roll d6, please.
Sure thing.
All right, and this
Four.
you feel something tugging at your mind, but you're able to resist what is happening. And this guy runs down here, and one, two, three, and he sees what's going on with Butter. He doesn't like it, so that's 4. So he's actually gonna attack you, Atar,
Cool.
and that's gonna be. Did it roll for me? Okay, so it's gotta be 6 damage coming your way.
Alright, the Vine Blight gets sacrificed, and I take none of that.
Lovely. So this guy's 4, 5, 6, 7. No, he's gonna actually go down. He's gonna go hide down here. Okay, and then we have. These guys are gonna start chewing on you.
If one of you can go to a place where you can see him, then I'll be able to push him into the cliffs next turn, maybe.
So Nino, you have 3 attacks that do 2 damage, ignoring armor coming at you.
Right.
Do you take it? Does anyone do anything?
Well, I have immediates to react to them, but
To all of them?
no, to one of them,
Okay. Do you?
Are we?
depending on. Wait, did you say it's a damage thing?
Yeah, there's 3 attacks for 2 damage each that ignore armor coming at you.
Right. God, yeah, I'm gonna try to dodge one of them, I guess. Damage though, I'm almost better off. Yeah, I'll dodge one.
Okay. So it goes in your recycle when you play it. And that's a low roll, so you were not able to dodge, I'm afraid. So you take 6 damage.
Are we meant to be drawing cards?
At the end of your turn, you're supposed to draw 2 cards.
Okay, so we were meant to draw 6 so far.
No, I've said
Well,
this
sorry,
a few
4.
times, so
It'd be 4.
if you haven't.
Yeah.
Draw 3 at the beginning of the entire combat, and then 2 at the end of each turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'm sorry if I wasn't clear enough. Then these guys
I
are
just forgot.
coming over here.
Zach,
Yes.
I realized that one of my corruption cards also says that at the end of each combat, I'm supposed to roll a 1d6, and if I roll a 1, gain a corruption.
Oh, that's cool.
What?
me to do
That's
that?
wild. It's combat is the whole fight.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
exactly.
whole combat, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, but that's
Okay.
crazy. That could advance you so fast.
Yep. So Blue, you're taking. You have 2 attacks, both for 2 damage, ignoring armor coming at you.
What?
Mhm.
Okay. Let me read my cards and see if I can do anything about that.
I actually have 3 attacks coming at you.
3 attacks coming at me.
Mm-hmm.
No, I cannot do anything about that.
Okay.
So it's going to be 6 damage.
Yep. Can this guy get you 2?
Cool.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he can. Okay, so that's another 2.
So 8 total?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, dude.
Wow.
You got squanched.
Okay, and that's the end of their turns. Nino, it's your turn.
Okay.
They abandoned the tank.
I'm gonna go ahead and use my blood touch with action.
Nino, you're coming in underwater. I don't know if you moved your mic or did something, but I can't really hear you.
Is this better?
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna use my blood touch with action to remove 2 tokens. To do a bite attack, which would be 1d6 plus 3. And I gain that much life. And I'll do it on the one directly next to me.
Okay, the moment you do, he disappears.
Would I still gain the benefits of that?
I would say you shouldn't, but if it says so on the card, you do. I'm gonna give that one to
That
you.
one works for filtration. This switch right here.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a note of that, but blood touch, like if things don't hit. Man, this blink
I think
ability is fucked up.
I think probably not because it's heal yourself at amounts equal to the damage dealt, and there's no damage dealt.
Yeah, it's a bit of a like it's gamey. I'm gonna let you have it because it's such a powerful ability. Taking it away from you, I feel like it's something that's completely unintended. And so, but I'm gonna make a note of it so we touch on it later. So go ahead and heal yourself that because I feel like it's just unfair to not let you have that for how much you're having to spend to do that.
Wait, so they get this blink ability on every attack?
It's their immediate. Each one of them has an immediate. And this is their immediate that they get to do.
They each get to do this every single time? Like it's not a card that gets shuffled in, it's just something that they get?
It's their immediate. It's like their race immediate.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's crazy. How the fuck do we beat these guys other than me thralling them one after another?
Well,
We have
I would recommend
the same thing.
Each one of them only has one immediate, so if you're each attacking different ones, they're gonna keep doing it to you.
The one I just tried to hit.
He's over here.
By the way, I'm using a free immediate right now to summon another creature next to me.
Okay, go ahead and bring it out.
Zack,
Mm-hmm.
the one that the spider hit couldn't move last turn.
Oh, I must have. I fucked that up. That was I'm sorry. I need like tokens or something to put under things for those abilities. I can change. I can change colors, but
Can I gain 2 life back, please?
For what?
Because it wouldn't have attacked me.
Oh,
it
very
wouldn't have
good
been
point.
able to attack me.
Go ahead. Yeah, good point.
Thank you.
I'll use tentacles on it.
Okay.
Oh wait. Oh yeah, no, it's a standard attack. Yeah, I'll use tentacles on it. So it's make 4 melee attacks.
You already made an attack.
Oh, you're swift.
Okay, that's swift. That one specifically is Okay, go ahead. I see what you're doing.
All right. Yeah. So that's. I guess I don't have to roll anything. It's just 12 damage, I think.
Just 12. All right, he's dead.
Nice.
Amazing.
And I will use regeneration to heal 1. Oh wait, no, it's a swift.
Okay.
Oh no, it's a swift play. Yeah, I'll heal 1 with that.
Okay, that was your immediate.
And that's everything. I just
all right.
did it all.
So which one has blinked?
It's dead.
Oh wow. Okay, that's tight, I guess.
Beef punch. Day Sky. You're up.
Okay. So, I don't actually get a choice about this corruption ability, so whoever's standing next to me might not be good for you. Unless summoned creatures are...
It says player.
Okay. Well,
Player or enemy. So I'll take the damage, that's fine.
But the thing is, it's equal to the amount... The closest player or enemy pays an amount of life equal to the amount healed. I can only heal 4 because that's how far down my HP is. So it would be 4, right?
Yeah.
Yep, it would be. So yeah, you heal 4, and Atar, you take 4 damage.
It's okay.
Sorry, brother.
No, it's cool. Go get these bitches, though.
Note to self,
Yeah, for
don't
real.
end up next to Beef Punch.
Yeah, stay the fuck away from Beef Punch. Okay, so I have a new...
I should have learned that lesson last turn, damn it.
I have a new Falcon friend who gets to attack at the start of my next turn, which is right now. And their movement is 5. They deal 2 damage, ignoring armor.
Okay.
So they're gonna move 1, 2 over here and attack this big scary guy for 2.
Okay.
And then go 1, 2, 3 over there. And then I get to move my little demon spawn. Gosh, this up and the vertical stuff is very confusing for the range thing. So
Just count them 2.
Well, for range, yeah, for range it's only 1 up. If that makes sense. Or 1 down. Movement, it's double. But they still need to be able to see.
That seems like that would work, no?
It can't see the guy from where it is. It would have to come down at 1 level.
Well, they can fly, so can't it be like, 5 feet up instead of coming down?
Well, for the gaminess of this, I'm going to say no.
Okay.
So, just to clarify, their movement is 5, and so if this guy was up here on
1
this
to go
block,
down. So 1,
1,
2, 3.
2,
They can
3,
get
4,
there, yeah.
5. But this one can't. This is the one I'm wondering about. Oh, because it can go back 1, 2, 3.
You could move it here and it might see.
I'm just trying to figure out if this one that was on top of this block can see anything.
1, 2, 3, 4. It can move to here or to here.
Okay, and it can see this guy from there?
It cannot.
Daisy, did I mistake that they could fly? Did they say on them that they can fly?
The demons? No, it just says move 5. That's it.
Okay, I thought I heard that they could fly, and I would be confused if they couldn't fly, but...
So I guess the one that can see it is gonna go ahead and make its magical fire attack.
Okay. Which is what?
Just 1d6.
Okay.
Damn it. It's still up. But I haven't even used my standard action. So if I move my guy to this space here, can he attack down?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. Just give me one moment, please.
Where did Nino go? Blood Rain. Oh, over with the spiders. Okay.
So I'm curious about this remote bomb card. I can't see the bottom portion of the text of it. Place this card on the battlefield, summon a bomb, range 5. It may share a square with another creature. And then immediate discard, roll 1d6. If you roll high, destroy remote. Okay, so it's like for one action, I place the bomb.
And then you can use your immediate to blow it up. You can do it at the same time if you like.
Okay, cool. Roll 1d6. If you roll high, destroy remote bomb and deal 5 damage to all adjacent allies. Okay. I get it now. Okay. Trying to figure out what attack is going to be the most badass. So if I have one that says your next attack deals an additional 2 damage, that wouldn't count if it doesn't hit at all, does it? Or does that mean that, like, if their armor is 2 and I roll a 2, then it would be as if I rolled a 4 and I would deal 2?
Correct.
Okay, rad. Shoot, I just wish I was near an adjacent ally. You know what? I'm gonna use my standard action to grow tiger claws.
You still have movement. You could move to be adjacent with 2 allies.
Yeah, but I want to beat this guy right here.
Oh, you haven't beat him down yet. Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to kill this guy. Yeah, there's so many things you can do in this game, but I think I'm gonna try this tiger claws thing. it says grow Tiger Claws and make 2 basic attacks for 1d6 plus 2. So those I wouldn't be able to use movement in the middle of those,
No.
or could I use movement in the middle?
No, you'd have to do it at the same time. That's a good question. I'll write it down. Just pick one, Daisy, please.
All right, I'm doing the Tiger Claws. So that's a 3. Does that hit?
They all hit, yeah.
I was just wondering if that does damage because I thought they had armor on this one. Oh, and that's an 8. So this guy's definitely dead.
So you rolled a what? First was a
1 and then a 6.
Oh, it's a 1. Oh yeah, the 1 does not deal damage, and the 6 deals 4 damage.
Even though it's plus 2, so it'd be an 8.
Okay, so it was 3 and 8.
3 and 8, yeah.
Okay, wonderful. So that brings this guy to this, and then the 8 brings him down to that. Wonderful. Is
Okay,
that the end of your
and
turn?
Then, go ahead.
Do we get more than one immediate?
You get only 1 immediate per turn. You get unlimited free immediates.
Okay. Okay, and so I don't get my immediate back until she's done, because then it's my turn.
That is correct.
Great.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just end my turn here.
Okay. Thank you. Atar, you're up.
Great. Quick question before I start, because it'll change what I do. I have a card called Timely Leap that is an immediate that says move 3, ignoring hazards. And then it says in parentheses, this may be played in response to an enemy moving into adjacent square or enemy targeting you with a ranged attack. So the parentheses is really a change of what the immediate of the ability is, right? It can only be used in those specific instances.
You can use it whenever you like. It's immediate, but
Sure, but if something moves into... If something doesn't move and just attacks me, that's not what's in the parentheses, and being able to move away from it would mean that I wasn't being attacked anymore. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's a very good question. Yeah,
Like,
very good catch. I would personally rule that this can be used in response to any attack, because like other abilities that don't have this text do that, and I'm going to make a note of that.
Okay, because it seems like the parentheses are changing what situation immediate actually means. Otherwise, they don't need to be there at all.
If this is intended to be this way, I would change the word to be this may not be used in response to a melee attack.
Sure. Unless they want it to be very specific about just these two things. I mean, that I would change it to be somewhere in the immediate concept, like an asterisk instead of parentheses in the body, you know, so that it's clear what it's affecting.
Yeah, if it wanted it this way, I would put, instead of this may, I would put this can only. So it depends on what Michael.
Sure, yeah, that would work too. Okay, so if we're ruling that it can be used out of a melee attack, though, then that will be something that I consider. At the beginning of my turn, a friendly little Twiggy Blight is going to pop up next to me.
Okay.
And I hate that it happens on the beginning of my turn, but I'm going to put it here. And that has 5 hit points. And then I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and downhill is just 1.
It's 2. It's 1. It's not double movement.
Well, so it's 2 to go up it, but it's 1 to come down, right?
Correct.
Okay. So that'll be 4. I suppose 5. And then or do I want to get more in the thick of it? So that's 5. And then I am going to use my swift action to burn this guy
Mm-hmm.
for 1 damage.
Okay. And he is going to disappear the moment you do that.
Mm-hmm.
And appear over here.
Appear over there. How far away is that? Like, how far did you move? Just so that I can skip the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Great. Okay, so now that he's been burned and he ran away, and I think his immediate is spent, I'm going to use Ghost Chain. Magic attack, deals 1d6 plus 1 damage, and I pull the target enemy into an adjacent square.
Does it has a range?
Range of 7.
That's awesome. All right, use it.
Yeah. Cool. Finally. It goes straight into the recycle, right?
Mm-hmm.
If it doesn't say otherwise, that's what I assume.
Correct.
Okay. Sweet, and then roll a d6 plus 1. Ah, okay, it takes 2 damage, but it's sucked into my space. Or into an adjacent space. Which I'm gonna have be... Because I can choose, it says an adjacent space, right?
Sure. Yeah, put where you like.
Where the raven is. It's gonna be
Okay.
on the other side there. And then I still have 1 movement. I'm gonna move here.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
All right, Ulysses, you're up.
So which ones have been hit this turn already?
Only the one that my hand's cursor is
Only
over.
that one. Okay.
Nino didn't hit any of them? Oh, he killed his. Okay.
Killed one. Cool. So I'm gonna make a thing appear. So that's gonna appear. It appears next to me. I guess it's gonna appear here so that you have flanking if they don't move, but they probably will. Then this blue one is going to fire at this one for 2 damage, ignoring armor. Ignoring armor.
Going to appear over here.
Over there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This one is going to fire at the same one. Or actually, yeah, it's going to fire at the same one.
Okay.
So that's at 5.
Okay. The moment you do
And
that,
it can't move until my next turn.
The moment you do that, a magical shield springs up around it, and also this one.
Okay. So it doesn't take any damage.
Nope. These guys are really annoying.
I'm
We
going
just haven't
to
figured him out yet. We'll get
then
him.
move
We'll get
it. I'm gonna then move this guy behind this tree here because he's the important one. Over there, and this one can move 5 over this way, and this one can move 5. Move over to there, I guess.
Can they
Yeah.
attack or just retreat?
They've attacked. They've attacked this turn.
Oh, okay, cool.
There's a magical shield around it. Okay, what do I have? If it says deal an amount of damage, does that mean that it's an attack still?
The wording on it says just deal damage. It doesn't say it's an attack.
I'm looking at drain life in my hand.
Does it have a specific range?
Yes.
Okay. So I would say that it's magical attack. So yes, it's an attack.
Yeah. Okay. Bum 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 bum. Did this guy do anything when the shield appeared? Did the big guy do anything when the shield appeared?
Yes,
I have my
He's been casting those. Yes.
He's been casting those. Cool. Okay. So I'm going to I've just noticed that energy spear says deal 1d6 damage +1 and says push or pull an enemy, like completely separately. So I don't know if that only happens if you hit.
Yeah, I actually already noticed that and made a note of it. I'm going to say that you have to hit for it, but I made a note of it to talk about it.
And it has to be that enemy, not any enemy.
Correct.
Okay.
That needs a bit of better wording.
Cool. All right. I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to move myself over to here. I can attack the blue guy because of what's it?
Your goggles. Lovely.
Yep.
Make your attack.
And I'm deciding what I'm going to attack with. I think 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm going to actually attack with Earth Binding.
On whom?
So I am going to pay 2 life. I'm going to attack on the big guy. I'm going to attack on the one with the red die, and I'm going to attack on the one with the one that I moved. Do you see where my cursor is?
Yeah.
So I'm going to attack those 3, and it says ignoring defense.
Okay. Well, it still does no damage to the guy with the shield, because the wording on what hit that ability is immune to all damage. It doesn't add defense, but this guy is hurt.
Okay.
And this guy's dead.
Hell yeah.
And I must say,
This
actually,
goes
the
into my
moment
recycle.
you do that, the shield goes down on these guys.
Okay. Oh, the moment I kill this one?
But since all the attacks happen at the same time.
So, wait, does my damage hit or not?
As I just said, since all the attacks hit at the same time, that still does not work.
Okay. Got it.
So quick, perception check concept. Is the shield, do we think, happening from the guy who is not visible right now to all of us? Or is it something that is also a reaction that they have, or immediate that they have?
It was coming as a reaction from the guy who just got killed. That's why the shield
cool. Dropped. Then what I'm going to do is... Well, no, I'm still kind of surrounded. Wait, you said the guy... Which guy was dead?
The guy who
Can
was
I retcon something? Because I didn't use my swift action, can I use my swift action and then make that 3 damage each
it's still
one?
It's still your turn. I think Ethan was just thinking about an immediate he might want to take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To help you out.
I meant
it's okay.
The one, it says my elf thing. Can I retcon to have used that before the what's it thing? Because I just forgot about it.
Sure. What was it? From the Earth Binding?
Yeah, Earth Binding is magic attack, range 5.
Okay. Yeah.
So then that deals 3 damage to each one.
Okay. So
it only really affects that one, but yeah. Cool.
Okay. All right, and that is the end of your turn?
Yeah, I think that is the end of my turn.
Wonderful.
Yes.
You're gonna mark the ones we've attacked already in red from now on? That's
Yeah,
nice.
it's not something that is sustainable, but we'll do it for now.
Yeah, it's difficult to figure out and keep track of all of the identical dice on the table, so
Yep.
thank you for doing that.
Alright, Nino.
Is Big Boy a dead body at the moment?
Big Boy?
Mummy that just died?
Yes, he died.
Is it still there?
Mm-hmm.
Can we keep a track of the things that are still there but on the ground? Somehow?
I mean, do you want me to make a token or something?
Yeah.
Like for summoning reasons?
Yeah.
Alright, that little die over there. Okay. So these guys are just all going to surround Nino's character.
They're gonna leave my spaces?
Uh-huh.
Okay. That sucks, but okay.
And Nino, you have 6 attacks for 2 damage each coming at you. Unless anyone can do anything about it.
Well, I'll prevent 2 of that damage.
Okay.
Well, no, because wait, did the big guy's dead, right?
Yep.
Okay. Then yes, I'll sacrifice my vine. Prevent 2 of that damage to you, Nino. Sorry.
Alright. You have 5 attacks coming for 2 damage, ignoring armor.
I'll have to take.
You don't have anything you can do? No one else can do anything?
You can. Do you have armor you can discard or not?
You only really need to do that if it's gonna kill him. So that's
Well,
9.
10 damage would kill most of us.
Yep, it's 10 damage coming at you. Looks like you're still up, unless you've forgotten to mark yourself down, Nino.
No, it was just from healing.
Alright, sick.
And for your immediates, do not take your immediate, right?
They do not. That is correct. That is correct.
Excellent. Cool.
Alright, Nino, it's your turn now.
Oh, okay. I wish I could do more. No, I'm low. I will use a swift action to put a single token on my blood touched.
Oh, you're not even that low.
Yeah, I'm a 4.
Bastard. You bastard.
And I guess it doesn't really matter what I do because all I'm really gonna be able to do this turn is get one to run away.
Can you hit more than one of them with any of your abilities?
I cannot. But just double check.
My thing, something that can go to you. No, I can just make you re-roll. That's all.
Yeah.
I have an ability called Wide Swipe that's kind of cool, so you could split the damage across 2 people. So.
Yeah.
But I'll use that.
I'll just oof. Opportunity attacks aren't a thing, right?
They are not. They are not.
Okay. So I'll make an attack on the one directly behind me.
All right, you do. And they poof, and they just go over there.
Sorry, where do they go?
Around the corner. I made them a red die.
Okay, I see.
And that is all she wrote.
Okay, I'm sorry you're not having much you can do, Nino.
Yeah.
All right, Daisy Sky, are you still with us?
Beef Punch is present.
All right, Beef Punch, what you do?
All right. Well, the guy I was attacking left. I'm gonna go ahead and move my little creatures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. Is that guy within 7 spaces of any of these guys? It's confusing when they're up on the thing because they don't have the same square markers.
Yeah, I know. I don't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is your closest dude.
Okay.
There's no dash action in this game, right?
There is, but that would use your action.
Oh. I didn't know that.
This
Okay,
one can
that's
get
cool
one
to know.
closer, I think. So that one should be able to attack.
But the one who can't attack maybe should dash in order to get within range for whatever happens next time.
Yeah, I guess I wasn't.
I didn't know we could dash. I would have done that a couple of turns ago, but that's alright.
I'm sorry, dude.
Summoned creatures can dash as well?
Yes.
I should read the rule book all the way through.
Okay,
They wouldn't be able to use their attack, though.
1. That's fine. 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. But this guy can attack because it was one space closer than the other one.
To the guy who has 2 health?
He has 1. It
3,
just changed it when I dragged him and rolled
4,
him.
5, 6. That's within 7.
Yeah.
Is if you have a range 7.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and make that attack.
Double check. Make sure it's the range. Yes, range 7. That's a 2.
Okay. The moment you do that, it disappears.
I wish I could have a recording of your voice saying that because it sounded the same every time, and like have it be like a ringtone or like a text alert. Like it's literally the same like kind of blasé sort of attitude of like it goes away.
Yeah, life sucks
It's
for
nice
you.
that you did all. It's nice that you did all of those cool things to get there, but you know it's gone now. Can you make a eulogy at my wedding? I'm gonna have multiple eulogies at my wedding.
That's dark. Alright, what are you doing, Meat Punch?
Single hood. I'm just gonna make a hand axe attack
Alright.
at this guy.
Make that attack.
Bloop. It's a 5.
And you eviscerate the mother.
Damn it.
What's the problem?
Nothing, it's fine.
Okay, and then unless I have a swift. Okay, so yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Thank you, Daisy Sky. Atar, you're up.
Sweet. Damn it. My little vine blighty dude. Sorry, I zoomed way too far in. You want the purple one to be used. This guy, he's gonna show up here, I guess. And not be able to make an attack this time. That's alright. Actually, they can't move through enemy spaces, right? So
Correct.
I'll put it there actually instead. Oh.
Like
See,
there?
that's why I had zoomed in. No, I can't put it that far away. It has to be adjacent to me. So the bottom one.
What's rotation?
5, I got that part.
Okay.
Sorry, I just zoomed too far away. So that happens for free, but it can't make an attack. But there's nothing you could have done about that. I am going to... I'm going to Blood Gambit as a rogue ability, which is going to add a d6 to my attack's damage.
Okay.
So I'm putting that in the recycling pile.
Okay.
And I'm going to roll that d6 now, even though it's not the attack yet. Oh, wait, actually, can I take that back? Sorry, I didn't see the roll yet.
You're gonna use your swift, I assume? You're gonna, like, bait out the...
I'd rather not use it to do that.
Okay.
I thought that was wise, but I forgot about their blink ability again. If it's okay that I take that back.
That's fine, that's fine.
Cool. I'm going to... move. Sorry, one. Where did it go? See, I don't understand the camera. It's like I was too zoomed out before, and now I'm way too zoomed in.
Where are you trying to go, buddy?
To the spot where Blood Rain was before, where Nino was before. And then I apologize for the time that this takes. My computer's getting very hot, so this isn't working as smoothly. I'm going to remove the 2 tokens off of my Dragonkin.
Okay.
Or 2 of the 3, so I still have 1 of them up. And I deal 2 damage to all adjacent enemies, so all 4 of those guys are going to teleport.
That's amazing!
Love it.
That's so cool.
Yeah. Dragonkin, baby!
Well done,
That's good
dude.
timing.
And I'm not gonna make them red because you guys know none of them.
It's all of them, right?
They've all
No?
teleported now, so I'm just gonna make them normal again.
Okay, cool. And are any of them hurt? No, the 2 guy got killed. Fuck, goddamn it. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4 movement. So I'm gonna move 1, 2 back to there. Why did it just go straight up? I just don't understand why that happens.
I don't know,
sometimes.
it's kind of buggy.
I guess I can kind of see a shadow of where it's gonna fall, but
Do you want me to put him somewhere for you?
Yeah, just where my cursor is. 1 more space up.
Which color are you? Purple?
Purple. Purple.
Alright, your cursor is like flying high in the sky, so I have no idea.
See, I don't know how to change that. I'm zoomed in very close, so like, what the hell do I do to make my cursor change in depth? There's no ability to do that.
Okay, how about here? Is this a good spot?
Over
here?
This way. Yeah, right now. Yeah, there we go.
Alright,
That's
there you
perfect.
go.
Sorry about that.
It's fine. Are you done?
But yeah, you all know all of them have moved. So Blood Rain, I'm sorry I fucked you, but.
Alright, well,
Oh wait, I haven't used my actual action yet.
okay, do it.
Sorry.
Do you have the movement to get over there?
No. I can only move to the spot that you moved me to. That's why I moved there.
Mhm.
However, these are all melee, but I will make just a regular spear attack.
Okay.
Using my light spears. If I roll 1 or 2, no damage.
So roll
Range
that D6.
7. It doesn't matter which one, but I'll point it after it hits. Please work. That's great. Okay, that's fine.
I'm
no
sorry.
worries. I
Sorry.
missed. It's super fine. I like that Punchy McGee gets to do his thing all the time. That was gonna be such a sick turn. I'm gonna heal so much.
I'm sorry, buddy. Ulysses, you're up.
He's
I'm up.
gonna take a lot of damage. I won't use my immediate this turn. I'll wait until he takes a shit ton of damage.
My turn?
Uh-huh.
Cool. Beginning of my turn, this guy gets raised to a skeleton. It doesn't have a move thing on there, but I assume that skeletons can move.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have a move thing
Let's
on
give it,
there.
yeah, I'm
It
seeing
takes
that. I'm gonna take a note. Let's say 6 movement.
6 movement. Okay, cool. So, and now I have the spawny of my what's it thing? How do I make this blue? I should just make them all blue.
Okay.
Blue.
Right click.
Oh
and color
wait, that's not an awesome move because I go third. It doesn't matter at all. Oh, that sucks. Okay.
This
You
one is
have to
also...
do the damage. All of your summons better fucking pay off, Ulysses.
Oh, believe me. Okay. Cool. So now, let's see, how am I going to do this? This one is going to move 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to move one more. Oh no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great. Someone's going to attack that one. It takes 2 with... No, it's ranged.
Oh, okay, sorry.
It takes 2. And it can't move until my next turn.
Okay.
This is going to move up. Actually, does it move? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to move up to, I don't know, I guess there.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so it's going to shoot this one for 2, and it can't move until my next turn.
Nice.
This one is going to move up 1, 2. Okay. It's going to shoot this one for 2, and that can't move until my next turn. I only have 2 on there. That's annoying. Okay. The skeleton can move and can attack this turn, so it's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess I can't tell on the upground.
1, 2, 3,
and it's
4.
going.
That's 6.
Okay. It's going to make an attack against this boy.
Okay. Roll your attack.
Which is 1d6 melee attack. So I roll a d6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's gonna be a 3.
Wonderful.
And then this guy. Yeah, I don't know. So for my turn, it takes 2 to get up on here, right?
Where are you?
I'm behind the tree.
Okay. Yeah, it takes 2 movement to get to the
Okay,
top.
and if I can, can I shoot? Can I like be out of sight while shooting these guys because of my what's it thing?
You sure can.
Okay, so then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Well, each side counts as... The top still counts as 1. So to climb the wall is 2. Then on the top is 3. Then moving... See what I mean?
I'm moving diagonally.
Okay, so that would be 3 to get to there. Then 4,
it's
5,
3 to...
6 to there. 7, 8, 9 to get to the very top.
Okay, well I don't have 9. But I guess I can go off this way. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I can still hit this one and that one.
Okay.
So that works. So now let me see what Swift I want to do. I'm gonna do sorry. Actually, yeah, I think I can do bolus from here on the guy with 4, which is a basic range 5 attack. I think it's within range. Can you confirm that for me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Each one down says 1, 2, 3, 4. It's out of range.
It's out of range. Oh, attacks don't work on diagonals?
No, it works. Yes, it has to go down because you're at an elevation.
No, I thought down was 1.
It is 1. I'm kind of like homebrewing some rules on this right now, but...
1, 2... Okay, cool. Well, then I'll just poke my head over there, but I still want to have cover if possible.
Well, it's fine. You can shoot it and then move. So you're still there. You shot on the way in, so go ahead and make your attack.
Great. So I'm going to first use my Swift. So that goes up to 3, and I deal an extra damage. And I'm going to... Yeah. So I'm going to make the thing.
Are you attacking the one with 4 or the one with 3?
The one with 4.
Okay. All right, and you kill him.
Well, I still need to roll a d6. That was to see if it hit. Now I have to roll to see the damage.
No,
the damage is the hit.
Oh, okay. Cool. So it's going to be 6. Yeah.
Yep.
I kill it.
Wonderful.
Sweet.
Is that the end of your turn?
I think that is the end of my turn. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Nino, you have 3 attacks coming at you, all for 2 damage that is not mitigated by armor.
One of them is evaporated by my instant.
Okay, you have 4 damage coming at you from 2 attacks, which cannot be mitigated by armor.
However, this time I'm going to do a different immediate. So he's still going to take the damage. I don't know if that matters because he dies. Would I know that?
Wait,
I have a dodge and a single regeneration. I can only do one of those things, so I could very well mitigate.
Well, I'll wait till you do your reaction then.
Oof. Well, I missed on the last dodge, so the odds are that I will not miss on this dodge.
You're a man of extremes, so I doubt it, knowing you.
So let's go for that D6, 5 or 4. Let's get that 1.
How did you call it?
And I'm dead.
And also, why? Well, you might not be dead. That's your only immediate.
I think we're just taking the 1 regen.
I don't think this will save you. You regen 1?
I could have done a 50% to stop 2 damage or a guaranteed gain 1 life.
Oh shit, I would have meted that with you, but okay. Still, before this attack hits, or before one of the attack hits, I'm still gonna do this thing.
Is this in addition to the negation you did before?
I didn't do the damage negation. My vine is still out there.
Oh, okay.
I have to sacrifice something in order to do that. Instead, my immediate is this, which is life something or other, life trade. So I'll draw a card, and all my allies heal 2. So he heals 2 before he gets hurt, but everybody does as well.
Okay, so since you didn't mitigate it, that means he still has 3 attacks coming at him, 2 damage.
Yes, but he still takes... He would have either mitigated 2 damage or healed 2, but he has 2 extra health for those 3. He would have survived if he had used his other ability. I should have done this first. But
okay, so you have 6 damage coming at you, which can't be mitigated by armor. Can anyone else do anything?
Oh, I didn't draw my cards. Maybe I can. Oh, it can't be mitigated by armor?
Nope.
No, then I can't. I'm going to do Old Soul, which will let me draw my bottom, or look at my bottom card, so maybe I will be able to.
Okay.
How do I look at the bottom card of my deck from here?
I just flipped it for you.
Okay, and then I can either, if it requires a standard action use, you may play it now as a free action. Okay, I will just draw that, I guess.
Okay.
and all of you have to discard a card because of the life thing.
Okay, well, the ghouls sink their teeth into you, Nino, and your girl goes down, I'm afraid. She did.
Damn it.
Alright, but that's the end of their turns. A beef punch, you're up.
Alright, beef punch into house. Here we go. This is my falcon down here. And it's...
Sorry, Nino.
Hey.
I tried, baby.
So I'll start with my little demon guys attacking. So I'll start with attacking this guy with this demon right here.
Okay, roll your damage. 4 damage. Is it a straight roll?
Yep, straight roll.
All right.
So does it take half damage?
No, it took 4 damage.
Oh, I thought it was a lower amount. Okay. Cool. Well, then I'll finish him off with my little falcon guy right there.
All right, he's guaranteed
Wait,
to get it,
don't
so
they
he just
have-
kills it.
Don't they have their blink this time?
That one was locked because of Ulysses' ability.
Oh, badass. Okay, good job.
I don't know
Ulysses.
if Blink negates that. It just says it can't move.
Well, the wording on their immediate specifically is move 10.
Okay, so yeah.
It's
they're locked.
teleporting, so maybe it should have a note in there, but it's immediate move 10 ignoring hazards and difficult terrain.
So
Yeah, if they can't move, it's different if it says move both ways, so.
All right, sick. I rolled a 6. So this guy should be down.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, god damn it.
Right, let's roll.
one turn too late. Sorry,
I know.
Duska.
So sad. So sad.
Hey, so why you gotta bring that up?
Okay, is that the last guy?
There's 2 guys
No,
left.
there are 2 more.
Oh, there's one. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anything special I can do right now? There's so many cards that get put in your hand while this is happening.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a standard one where a target ally may move up to 5 squares to flank with you. And you and a flanking ally each make an attack. Someone is within 5 spaces of me, right? Or 5 spaces of where they would need to be.
I am within 5 spaces of you.
Yes, you're there. And you have some flanking abilities, right?
Yeah. Sometimes. I don't know if I have any of them right now, but... Oh, no, I have some.
Okay. So I'm actually going to go over to here. And then I'm going to use that card so you move to this space immediately and make a flanking attack with me.
Oh, that's
Able to
badass.
teleport.
Yeah. I'm
That
just
one's
like,
not locked.
hey, get over here!
Can I use the arrow keys to move this guy instead of my hand that's way too high up?
Alright, I'll move him for you.
Okay, so I make a flanking attack.
It says, let's see, what does it say? You and a flanking ally each make an attack. Weapon attack +0. So I'm not sure.
But I
if you
get to
can use...
move first?
It says target ally may move up to 5 squares to flank with you.
So you don't have to.
You could be like,
okay,
no,
but I definitely move right there, and we each get to make an attack.
You should
Yes.
make a ranged attack so that when it teleports, you can still attack it.
Well, do we each make them simultaneously? That's to be worded in the card.
It just says you each make an attack, so I think it could potentially be one after the other, right?
Well, that's a DM question.
Yeah.
You
Do we
could make
think that-
you could make a range attack if you want, but you make it simultaneously. And so, regardless of whether it's ranged or...
both of these are going to miss
they're both gonna
regardless?
miss, yeah.
Okay, then I'm not going to use one of my cards.
Wow. Okay. Well then, do
it's a cool card,
roll?
but we don't bother to roll. He leaves.
Okay, so
I would put that down as a question for sure, but do they happen simultaneously or not? Because if they happen in the same turn order that turn order happens in, like, initiative just seems like kind of messy in this game. So, like, figuring out when things are supposed to resolve or how they're supposed to resolve, I think is something that the card should be more explicit about.
Well, I achieved one of my goals.
Actually,
wait, what's your HP at right now?
Me? I'm at 7 out of 15.
Okay, well, you are going to heal 2.
Thank you, madam.
With both of the encounters so far, I think it would have been more interesting, or both of the times I played this, I think it would have been more interesting and definitely more like less like out of the blue, like 50 million damage to one person who can't defeat it. If it was alternate, if like the enemy moved and then you moved, and like people rolled initiative and like moved down that way, but it didn't disperse.
I have 2 pages of notes for like the end of the session, but let's get this done with. There's not many people left.
So
where did
you're
he
up
teleport to?
unless Beefcake is on top of the building. Beefcake, unless you're doing anything, Atari, you're up.
Yeah, I just need to check and see. Yeah, no, I'm good.
Okay, so this guy around the corner is at 5. And he is locked down, right?
Yeah.
He's like stuck in webs?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so I am going to use... I think it's Blood Gambit as a swift. Which is a d6 added to my next attack. That's not where that goes, but it's fine. So I'll roll that, but my next attack will do 3 extra damage.
Okay.
And then my main attack is going to be Spectral Damage, which is deal 1d6 plus 1 at a range of 7. So I'm going to do that to this guy, the guy who's locked down.
Can you see him?
Okay, so make your roll.
I can see him, right?
Yeah, you can see him.
Yeah.
Make your roll.
So that is 3 plus 1 plus 1. It's 5 damage.
Alright, you kill him. Bye-bye.
So he's dead, and then I heal. Sorry. First, I take damage. I do take damage from doing this, and I think the way that they should resolve is that I take half of that 3 rounded up, so I take 2 damage. Oh, but I don't heal, actually. This card just returns to my hand. The Spectral Dagger card just doesn't go away from my hand. Cool.
Okay, Ulysses, you're up.
Well, wait. A new Vine Blight also appears.
I mean, there's one guy left, but okay.
I know, but this is important to figuring out how it all works, to me at least.
I got you.
I don't know. The whole point, I guess it's late. Never mind. You're right. And that's swift action. Yeah, cool. That's it.
If I was over here, I would be able to raise Druska as a skeleton, but unfortunately I'm not. Alright, I'm not going to bother with all the other ones on the ground, I think, for the most part. They can't see this one, right? Unless they move up there.
They have to move up, yeah.
Okay, so this is going to attack this guy. 2 damage, ignoring defense. And it's locked in.
How much damage?
2 damage, ignoring defense.
Okay.
And it's locked in. And then afterwards, for good measure, 1, 2, 3, 4 is going to move back down. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to shoot at this guy. If I use Scar... Oh, it can't move. Never mind. Damn. That's unfortunate. Can I actually do this in a different order?
Sure.
If I use Scar, is he going to take a move action and drop off the cliff?
No, he's already blinked.
No, with Scar, there's... it says the enemy takes an immediate move action away from you.
If
You
it's
see it?
locked down, it's can't.
Right, that's why I was asking if I can do this the opposite way round.
You've already locked it down.
Okay. All right. Okay. In that case, I'm going to just do my countery thing. I'm going to do a strong attack. So it deals an extra 3 damage. And I will attack with my bolus. So that's 1d6 plus 1 plus 4, 3 if it hits.
You're using 2 swift actions there, I believe.
Oh, is that? Oh, never mind. Okay, so this stays at 3.
You can, instead of using your strong attack, you can use the ultimate elf thing.
No, I'm okay.
Okay.
So, yeah, I make a roll with that one.
Cool.
4.
He's dead.
A lot of damage.
Yep. All right. Play the triumphant music.
We only lost one of us this time.
That's actually
I've
kind
got
of
to
what we're
go.
going for with Bounce. Yeah, feel free to send me your any notes you have via message, Ulysses.
Will do.
Thank you so much for joining in with us. I hope you had a good time.
Uh-huh.
We definitely learned a whole lot this session. We haven't done much higher level stuff, so it was really good for our purposes.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, peace, guys.
Peace.
Good.
Thank you.
All right.
There we go. That's the good stuff.
All right, so let's make this pretty quick here. If you guys want to discuss really quick about the things that specifically, I took notes about all of the cards that came up, but by all means, any thoughts and sort of thing would be.
May I?
Yes, please.
So I think the initiative.
Actually, Ethan, I'm gonna stop you really quick, just because
Yep.
I know Daisy's guy actually has to leave really soon. So Daisy, you got
Oh,
anything to
great!
say?
You should go first.
Oh, I don't think she's in Discord.
Oh, she dipped.
Yeah, I think she might have left.
Okay, well, go ahead.
I think the initiative structure needs some element added or subtracted from it. It gives the DM a huge advantage and kind of robs certain builds of their potential output and importance for the DM to get to manipulate all of his creatures in the order that he decides, but for us to have to roll in a certain order, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think either at the beginning of combat, if we don't, like, I kind of like the simplified you go, I go initiative. I also kind of like the, like, lots of attacks on somebody. I think those things are cool mechanically, but the DM has a huge advantage in figuring out how he's going to do stuff on his side without having to think about who's going first. and we don't have that advantage, and that's pretty significant and came into play, especially in this fight, a lot.
That's a very good point. I actually, early on, had a conversation with Mike when I was in your shoes in playtesting. I thought the same thing. And I suggested that the players all move at the same time and can decide amongst themselves how they go. And
yeah, like something where we get to decide. I mean, if you get to decide, we get to decide, or stagger it.
Hold on a second.
Know?
Hold on a second. Hear me out. That the problem with that is it does make you significantly more powerful when you do that. Which I know is like, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, but it does kind of unbalance the encounter. Like the encounters are balanced right now to be like one person dies. That's kind of like if you hit par, one person dies, and that's what happened here. So we hit it, which means that if we were doing this, and you guys were still discovering your characters, so I think the encounter need to be beefed up a little bit, even because if you're level 5, you guys would like really know what's going on.
Agreed.
But I feel like I like the idea. I think it would keep people engaged more and make things less of a slog if everyone went around. And I was actually planning on doing that with the next one of these, is experimenting with that. And I think that'll be a good thing to do, but the encounters will need to be balanced toward that as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's that, or you stagger it, or figure out a way that it works out. But it doesn't. I know coming from D&D is like not what we want to be comparing this to all the time, but the fact that like certain classes get bonuses to their initiative or advantage on their initiative like kind of defines certain classes, or like if you're dex based, like you can choose to be defined by going earlier in the round and setting things up to go the way you want them to go. And while I get that changes the encounter balance, I still think like my build was completely useless going third every round. I really needed to go first because I was like, especially in this fight, I was robbed of all of my abilities because I was really about a lot of attacks happening that I could control the battlefield with. Mm-hmm. And I mean, that the point of these monsters is that they make battlefield control really difficult. But if I had been going in Nino's place, if we had been able to decide who goes first, I would have been setting everybody up for success instead of marching around trying to get one attack in every turn.
Yeah.
With my big movement speed, I kind of felt like if we'd swapped, that would have been much more efficient for both of us.
Yeah.
And like encounter balance is important, but also in my opinion, one of the easier things to like amp up, kind of simply. Whereas players feeling like their hand is kind of useless is kind of fucked up.
Yeah, no, I agree. But the problem is if I amp up the power balance, like if I have to compensate for this, and this is a challenge, this isn't necessarily something that negates it. I'm kind of on your side here. But if I up the challenge, like to balance against that with a party of 4 people that know their characters pretty well, I'd assume they do better than you did just now. And they would all move at the same time, the amount of power I would need to put on the board could delete people if they all surrounded somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And so, I also think that like all surrounding somebody is, like not an unwise monster move, and kind of one of the consequences of making a party that gets spread out all of a sudden. Like it was dangerous for Nino's character and also for Ulysses' character for a couple turns there because we split the party even only like 6 squares away from each other. And I think that's kind of a cool gameplay thing to learn, and I'm interested in learning that. But it seems really difficult to learn that ability when your build is not capable of being in the turn order you want to be. And like, if this is the way it's going to be, and and I play this character again, and like I would really like to, so that I don't have to spend 40 minutes at the beginning of an hour and a half at the beginning of the session reading everything. But I would just sit at a different place on the table, like I would make sure there is some fluidity to it, and like I get it. If you know what your character is going to be good at and how it's going to be playing, sitting in the right seat, I guess, becomes important.
Well, the balance here is like if the way that the rules in this game work is if you win initiative, it goes clockwise. If you lose initiative, it goes counterclockwise.
But you also go last counterclockwise.
Yes, exactly. So you go first, you go last.
Got it. That makes sense. Should I just list my notes, or do we want to have back and forth? Because I don't have a ton more than that. I had a lot on that subject, but I don't have a bunch of other ones. Should I just get myself out of here?
We're running a little low on time, and I'm looking to get out of here, but I want to hear... So if you got notes that are just like general, this card needs clarification...
Bullet points. Let me go real fast instead of have a conversation like we did about that one.
Okay.
I think that held actions were another way that I was thinking that like is missing from this, or like holding your turn could just fix that problem completely, where you like do go first, think about what you're going to do, and a certain set of things has to happen in order for you to do that. The damage through armor thing, if that's like really prevalent in this game, it's pretty brutal. Because like, you know, again, a whole character build can be built around like not moving fast and having a big armor class and like not mitigating a lot of damage. And like I get that the corruption things often do things for that, but if the corruption things are always random, then you don't know what the build is going to be around that. And I think damage through armor, if it's really all the time, because all of these monsters seem to have it, it's pretty brutal. Even if it's a minor amount of damage, it's still pretty fucky. I really want to play a game with these builds, or like with this deck or whatever again, in order to have like a better handle on what I'm trying to do in the concept. Like, as much as I'd like to play all the different decks and packs of this game has to offer, because they all seem really cool and different, I want to see what can be done with this and not spend all my time reading the cards, or read all the cards ahead of time. But
well, normally you would have read up to it, you know, like you would have read each level, and it wouldn't have been as much.
And then it was brought up by a card, but I was thinking about it before the card. But like teleport versus movement and how that wording works was another thing that came up to me a couple of times. But that's me. I don't know if Nino has something to say real quick before we leave, but I'm also looking to...
I really appreciate the feedback, Ethan, and I appreciate you being part of these play sessions. It's really
awesome.
It
was super fun. Thanks for doing it.
Yeah, we'll do many more. Nino, what are you thinking?
I mean, there's only two things that are sticking out to me right now. One of which is, so in the rogue packs, there's... Well, I guess this is a basic thing you can get, which is dodge, but then in the rogue packs, you have access to superior dodge, which I feel like for something called superior dodge doesn't actually feel that much better than the regular dodge. I'm pretty sure it's like this, basically the same thing, except if you roll like a 1, it goes back into your hand. It kind of feels like if it's a superior dodge, it should be a higher chance of succeeding, like instead of low roll versus high roll, if it's like a 1 or a 2, it fails. And then like maybe on a 6 specifically, it goes back into your hand. And then also kind of on the note of chance, I think it started to feel a little bit more stale that the NPCs in that combat had a guaranteed immediate. Like even if it was just like a 1 in 6 chance of failing, I think that would have been cool just to add a little bit of like mystery to the combat flow. In each of the 1 attacks that I had, it was like, okay, I know I'm just getting this person to burn that immediate, so my attack more or less felt kind of useless. And it would have just been cool if...
a frustrating monster.
Yeah. And it would have even been cool if that was the case each time, but there was a chance of that not happening, you know? Just that chance that something different might happen, that chance that like, thinking of it thematically, like my character was fast enough to hit this creature before it was able to make any kind of reaction, you know?
Do you think that might have been mitigated a bit if we had played around with everyone going the first time, so you guys could kind of like combo and like you wouldn't have been taking the first hit anymore? Do you think you still would have found that you think you still would be thinking that?
Probably not. Like if Ethan was going first and like setting us up so that a lot of them had taken that damage and had to use those immediate actions, I think that would have felt better.
Like that fire burst thing was totally wasted. I mean, Ulysses still got a lot of kills out of it, and that's cool. But we would have wiped them out if I was able to like pin them all down to where you guys are, and they've all burned their blink. Like that kind of combo is fun to do.
Yeah, I agree.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you, Nino.
Next time we play, we'll play around with that.
Cool.
Did you have anything else, Nino?
That's all I can think of right now. Yeah.
Okay. Well, guys, I am so grateful that I have such amazing nerdy friends who are willing to play a game that is still pretty rough around the edges. And like you guys are really helping. Like we learned so much this session. Oh my god. So thank you so much for being part of the alpha.
Yeah, it's a fun concept for sure.
And yeah, I really appreciate your input, and rest assured we take your suggestions very seriously. So thank you. And yeah, have a good night.
Word. Night, guys.
Good night.
Night, guys.
And now I gotta save these decks.
Yeah, hold on. Let me put all my stuff in it.
I'm gonna turn off the stream.